Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, Judy. How you doing this morning? This is Tom from Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventures. We have my beautiful wife will be here shortly. She's combing her hair. So good morning, Miss Judy. How you doing this morning? Welcome, welcome on our live stream today. Waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. We hope the internet people are with me today and we have good internet. We'll do the best we can. How's that? I was going to come on. I've been sitting here for 10 minutes. I should have came on 10 minutes ago. It's usually good from about now to about 8:15, 8:20. Then I think people are getting up and things kind of go south. But good morning, everybody. How is everybody doing today? Make sure I got everything on. Michael and Heidi, good morning, sir. How you doing this morning? How is everything with Michael? Michael, I saw where they're opening up Oslo down in Cebu. And they open up some tourist spots down there, not necessarily Oslo, but I guess there's some more tourist spots and Dumaguete. And so they open up some tourist spots. So it's a good sign. I hope they keep going. JG, you can do better than best, Tom. Exactly. You can, exactly. Better than best. Good morning, JGBK. Enjoyed your show yesterday, Mr. JGBK. It was a great show. Thank you so much for a wonderful show yesterday. Chris Taylor, good morning, sir. How you doing this morning? How was Chris? Bill Pruitt. Good morning, Mr. Bill Pruitt. How you doing this morning, Bill? Bill, I was looking for you. I was going, where is my cable? No. I have, they said, my friends sent me some stuff in the mail, and it's still in Manila. It's been 3-4 months. Can you imagine the mail system in Manila? They're delivering locally there, but can you imagine the mail? It's got to be tractors of mail. It's going to be coming down this way, and Mindinao. It's got to be. It's got to be down in Cebu and all the other areas. But all the mail stopped up there. Oh yeah. Yo, you sent me an email. Okay, I'll check it out. I did see one come in this morning. We were actually I was answering something. I want to say a prayer, guys, for Mr. John. Mr. John Sweeney, you guys know him, comes on our channel every day. He's probably on here now for his baby. He has babies in the hospital, so he just had a newborn. So congratulations to him, and prayers are with him for his wonderful baby. J.A. Mag, good morning. Mount Bunta. Gary C, good morning, sir. How you doing? Welcome. JG, hey Judes, Michelle, Mr. B saying hi. Mark King, good morning, sir. What did you eat? Raw Mexico, good morning, sir. How you doing? Gary T from San Francisco, California. How you doing, Gary T? How is everything in San Francisco? Mark King, what did you eat last night? Gary T, how was everything with you? Today, I was going to talk about something that I'm seeing this, and what they're doing here, they're opening up different ideas and things. They're actually doing a drive-in theater in Pampanga. And you drive in, same old story. You drive in a car or a tuk-tuk or a tricycle or whatever, and they're going to have a speaker available. I think they're going to do something a little bit differently. I don't know how they're going to do it, but it's going to be set up differently. I think you're going to be able to do it Bluetooth, but I did not get all the gist of it. You know how that is. Mark King, I have yet to eat anything. I had an Asian pear this morning for breakfast and a banana. Asian pear. Ruth found some at the market, and so I said, get them. Get them. Good morning. So Mark King, you hadn't eaten anything yet? Raw Mexico, good morning again. Mr. B, how is Mr. B? And JGBK, thank you so much for coming on today. Ride in on a caribou. I could do. I have one eating my fence out there now. He's out there close to my fence line. He's funny. He was leaning against the fence, and I could see that old chain link fence just bending a little bit, because grass is always greener on this side of the fence. And he was out there this morning eating some grass, and you could tell that he was really just having an enjoyable time. And so he was relaxing against the fence, holding himself up as he's eating. When do you think? Hello, Michael Blinker. How you doing, sir? I can go to the embassy and get a letter of capacity to marry. Michael, there are 2 ways you could do that. You can check online in Manila, make your appointment. You got to make an appointment. Number one is get the appointment first online. Number two is you can get it in Cebu. You can get it in Cebu. So the thing of it is check it out. Check out. Go online first, see if you get an appointment in Cebu or Manila. If you can't get it in Manila, you can get it in Cebu. If it's still open. Now, I don't know if it's open, still open. It was, a month ago it was open, but I don't know now. When do you think? So I think then, funny story. I called T-Mobile a few days ago and sent me to the Philippines for customer service. It turns out the agent was working from home because the herd of chicken was in the background. You know what? We have our nieces and nephews working for AT&T and Dish, and they are at home doing their jobs at home because of the honey badger. And Dish Network and AT&T, they've been working for them now 2-3 years, and they actually AT&T. I have to tell you, AT&T and Dish are taking care of them financially pretty good. They for Philippine standards, they're making pretty good money. I mean, they're in the up in the 20s, so good for them. Judy Fisher saying hi to everybody. Good morning, Miss Judy. Hello, Scoot. How you doing, Mr. Scoot? Scoot B. How is Mr. Scoot? How is everything with you? Wrong Mexico. I heard they're putting in a drive-in and Chef's Diner in Davao. They could be. They sure could be. This one we happened to saw on the news last night in Pampanga. They're actually making a really nice theater, and it's asphalt. I mean, it's really nice, guys. It would put some of our old drive-ins to shame. They're really doing a good job on it. They were actually putting up the screen yesterday, so good for them. Gary C. Good morning again, sir. Michael, this hope they open up after July 31st. I'm praying they will. Me too. Manila Embassy is still closed. The Bureau of Immigration in Manila, for people that are here, Bureau of Immigration was closed the last 3-4 days because they had honey badger and 3 or 4 people have it, so they had to go back and revent that and go back and do that. So I did not realize. I knew that the embassy was shut down. I didn't know it was completely closed. Yeah, I didn't figure we went to pay over $100 for shipping. No, 2 cables. No. Exactly. I'm saving them to this sobering price go down. Yes. Bill Pruitt, don't ship anything until. You're right. 100% right. And I agree with you 100%. Yeah, we don't want to ship anything like that in that situation. I agree with you. Yeah, go to Embassy Facebook. Yeah, Facebook page. That's exactly right. The Facebook page actually has they will answer there. They do really good job at answering there. They if you go on the Facebook page Embassy, BIN Embassy, either or, they'll answer pretty quick. Danny Stout, how you doing this morning? Good morning, Danny. I'm in Longapo City. Thank you, Michael Blinker. My wife is a Filipina. Yes, Chris. I want to go to Cebu to see in September. What is required for me to allow in the Philippines? Really, right now, they're not issuing any tourist visas or any kind of visas are. If you have an SRV, Chris, you can come on in. If you have a situation where you have, that's all they're requiring is a particular. It's got to be a permanent visa. It's got to be an SRV or a Balik Bayan or something that you've gotten in the past or something like that. My friends flew back in here 2 weeks ago, and they went through the fast track program. And what it was they checked their they want to know where they're going, where they're gonna live, the whole 9 yards, and then they did a rapid test. I couldn't even think the words. Rapid test on them, and the results came back 5 hours later, and they let them through. But they need to know where you're going, who you're going to be, where you're living, the whole 9 yards. And so that's the criteria there. But they had the SRV. Good morning. Outstanding, Danny Stout. Hang in there, man, Danny. Hang in there. Judy Fisher, where are you living? She's living in Where's she? Jersey, I think, right? Good morning, Maureen, Michelle, and Ken. Good morning. Jeb Jam, Mr. James, how you doing this morning? Mr. James, how is everything with you? Hopefully you're doing well. I've been planning to see my wife too. You need to bring your marriage contract. That's exactly right, Michael. You know what, Michael? I was thinking about that. You know what, Michael? What about you taking Heidi and meeting her? Of course, Heidi's got school now, right? Meeting her somewhere and then coming on in. I don't know. Just a thought. Ogre, good morning. Joyce, good morning. We're doing very good. Well, Joyce Bernstein, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Uh, Michael, good morning. Scott Schofield, good morning, sir. Elfers, how is Scott Schofield doing? J Mag, how are the rains affecting life there? J Mag, rains are actually pretty good. They're not really affecting too much. We have a lot of rain, and it's we probably getting 10, 12 inches, 14 inches a day of rain where I'm at. It's a really abundant amount of rain, and it's not really affecting too much for me. I'm high and dry here, although we do have some puddles in the yard when it's done raining. They drain pretty quick though. Scott, good morning. Judy saying hi. So anyway, drive-in theaters, a new thing, right? New Love official. Good morning. Now, are you guys in Davao? Joyce, we're in Mindinao. We live in Bukidnon, Mindinao Bukidnon. We live in Maraba, over by Malay Balay, Valencia. Yeah, do your homework before you go. You'll have to pay for your virus test, 4,900 peso, and pay your own hotel. A lot of times it depends what country you're coming from too. If you're coming from they look at that, like what country you're coming from. You fly direct. Did you have the test done before you left? How long was it before you had last test? Your test now, I think they said it's got to be within 72 hours of leaving, and so they will give you a test before you leave. You have to pay for that. You Once you arrive, now a lot of people are going through Abu Dhabi, or a lot of people are going through Abu Dhabi and getting their certification there, and then going straight to USA, and they don't have to go through customs in US. They just do it in Abu Dhabi. Good morning. I found out even though I have an ACR card, because it's tourist, I cannot open a Philippines bank account. That is correct. That is correct. They want a permanent residency before you can open up an account. Some banks, depending on what bank, you could. It's new banking rules. Some banks they let you do it. Some banks they do not. I don't have a bank account here. There was no need for me to have one here. My wife has a bank account. That's all that's needed. That's all I care about. She has an account. So if she has an account, I'm happy. We rarely use the accounts for anything. I don't think Ruth even has used her account in 2 years. I mean, we put money in it and she pulls it out like for something, but we rarely even use the credit card. I just use mine. I didn't hear your response to me. I lost data. Chris, I don't even remember the question. What did you ask me, Chris? Let's go back up here. Let me ask you, Chris. I don't even remember what it was. What was it, Chris? Ruth is coming. My wife's, I want to be, you need to do your due diligence. Check online. Check through the Bureau of Immigration here what is needed. You're going to need some type of permanent residency. They're not issuing any tourist cards now yet. You can't come in. You've got to have more of the tourists. You can't come in on a just coming in as a tourist. If you have an SRV, permanent residency card, or 13A or something like that, you can come in. But they're through August 1st. They're only August 1st, guys. They're only allowing 15,000 foreigners to come in, according to the news, throughout the world. Found out even though, ACR card I can't even open up. Yeah. How you been? I just got out of the mud locker. Time for a soak. Ogre, how you doing, my good friend? Ogre, I really like that Pi 4. I have not purchased it yet. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about the software on it. It's a mess here. We have an area north of me that has medical services at all. 30 dead zone, all rural health closed. There's no doctors. Most are in quarantine. Yeah, we're actually pretty good here, Mr. B. Not too much of anything has changed for us. In fact, it's opened up. It's pleasant. It's enjoyable. We There was some cases that they had, but we're actually in pretty good. We're under modified. One small area up in Valencia went under GCQ. But other than that, we're pretty good. As you know, we made it to CDO. It's a 3-4 hour bus ride. Came back in a day. Did not spend a night. Getting there and back is really a hassle. 4 stops, 4 temperature checks, things like that can be really frustrating for you. It really can be. Tom, we probably have to meet in Cebu or Manila. Yeah, Jin San is 21-day quarantine. That doesn't include 5 days in Manila. What you do? Yeah, just head to Davao or somewhere like that, or come over here, my neck of the woods. Yeah, you're going to have to go through some type of questionnaire. Where you going? Who you going to see? How long you going to be? Where do you live? All that stuff. Mr. B sounds like areas in the U.S. now. Yeah. BB visa is only good if your Philippine is with you. Yes, exactly right. Right. Great point, Bill. Great point. The best of my knowledge, you're right. Most question on entry, rarely that's for marriage. You're right. It's up to the person in charge. They just don't give those out. You have to have your wonderful Filipina with you. You have to have your marriage certificate with you in order to get in. And that's what I was thinking of Michael. Meet in Japan or somewhere and then come on in. But I don't know the criteria of that. And I know that a couple of my friends recently have come in, and they're under the belief bond privilege. It's a privilege to have it. The honey badger stop. You need a mask that would filter the anthrax. Yeah. I got some N95s in. They say they're N95s. I don't know. But anyway, I got my masks in, and I'm really happy with them. They're fine. They're hot. But it's okay. How is Jeb Jam Raw? James, how you doing? Yeah, how you doing, Mr. James? How is everything? Tom, how is your LGU handling OFW, not OFW quarantine time? Yes, what they're doing is they actually they're putting them under. In other words, if they're flying them, once they get through that process, they're bringing them in the area and they're putting them on. And what they do, they're escorted to their home, and they're put under quarantine. They're escorted by the local police. They're brought in, they're met, and they under quarantine there. So that makes it okay. That makes it, they can come home to their family. They just want to make sure. Scott, the rain in here, it's raining here every day. Scott, it is raining here every day. We literally, I'm not kidding you. I 15, 18 inches of rain. No doubt. It started yesterday about 3 o'clock and never stopped. Besides, the honey badger has 99.98 survival rate. Yeah. As long as you see you're together, mostly. Yeah. That's true. You're right, Bill Pruitt. You're right. If your barangay told you that wearing a mask is optional, would you still wear a mask? What a great question. Out in abundance caution, would you throw caution in the wind? You know what, Gary T? Great question. I would always wear my mask. I know that Ruth always, even before, if she had a sniffle, she would wear a mask. Or would have a sniffle, they would wear their mask. They're really good about wearing their masks, girls are. Even before. Now, they learned that in Hong Kong, or Ruth did. And you can always tell a lot of the ladies here, and men, would wear their masks. Even before all the honey badgers started, they would wear their masks. How many of you guys saw a lot of people wearing masks before? I did, a lot. I mean, there was times to be 10 people on the bus wearing a mask, and it could be other reasons, could be smells, or odors, or things like that. But most times you find it, most people wore masks before. I'm talking before. I'm talking in January, December. Now, of course, everybody wears them. It's optional. If it's optional for me, I would still wear it. Only because it would protect me and maybe protect others that's around me. If I have it, I don't want to get anybody else sick. I really don't. I want everybody to be okay. I'm just that way though. As JG said yesterday, Tom, you're just too good a nice guy. You should just tell people like it is. Tell people your feeling about it. A lot of times I wish I could, but I am a nice guy, and I didn't used to be a nice guy. I was far from being a nice guy. I used to tell it like it is. People didn't like it. It's okay, but I had to learn through the years. It took me years to learn. In fact, I've lost some jobs because of my attitude. I was not a nice guy. I tell people, like, if I didn't like them, I tell them, and at that time of my life, yeah, I would speak a few bad words and tell them off, and just really, I didn't care. I, I thought my bag. I just went and did my thing. But I learned through the years that sometimes you get more with honey than you do vinegar, no matter what. So I've learned to calm down. And yeah, there's a lot of times I want to say a lot of stuff online, but I can't. What about your safety deposit box? Can you get that here? You cannot get one, Michael. I don't know one. They don't even know what a safety deposit box is. I don't think they even have them. You can get a box and bury it somewhere. I'm a spouse of a Filipina. Chris, you could if you have. Let me ask you this, Chris. Do you have your residency? Do you have an SRV or 13A? If you have that, you don't have a problem. But if you don't have a 13A or an SRV or a military or a medical visa or any other visas that they have, you will have a problem until they open it up for tourism. They have if you don't have any of those, you have to. A lot of friends of mine are on tourists here. A lot of friends are on Balikbayan here, and they are going to have to go back, either back down from Balikbayan. They can go from Balikbayan down to tourists. It's what my friend was telling me. I don't know that you can, but they told him at the bureau that he can. So he's going to go back from here. His time is up in August, and he's going to go to tourist. So he will go down to the tourist, and his 3-year start stint. So he will actually get a longer time. I'm a spouse. Hello, Hillbilly. How you doing, my good friend? Hey, Hillbilly, guess what? Today, I think it's today the 29th, tonight, 29th of July. My first stimulus check should be in deposit. One of mom's friends has a family member that died in a motorcycle accident. After his death, he was listed as a honey badger death to prevent the insurance company from paying for the bike. Are you kidding? I noticed that. Yeah, I kind of, I noticed that in a lot of cases now. They're not even reporting any other kind of deaths now, right? Hello, good morning, Hillbilly. How is everything with you? Marcel, how you doing? Diagonon, how you doing? Good morning. Behold, how you doing, Marcel? Welcome. Thank you for coming on. Ogre, and to prevent the woman that hit him from being charged with vehicular homicide. Oh my gosh. Hello, sis. Good morning from Norway, Joyce. Welcome, Joyce. Joyce, I haven't seen you in a long time. Welcome to the live stream today, and thank you so much. Thank you for so much. So what doctor risks his license for signing a fraudulent death certificate? Exactly. How much to get married? There, approximately. It depends on where you live. The municipality can cost you about 10,000 peso total. Not counting if you got to plant a tree or you got to go through the sexual education classes. There's what you have to do. Is that my wife? Oh, there she is. She's coming up. The coroner was forced to order the hospital to get an extra funding. Oh, okay. It only takes 1 or 2 people to get infected elsewhere returning home. Our case, the family went to Bacolod now for all day now. Plus, the spread virus is over a week for the honey badger. Wow, Mr. B. Good morning. What is honey badger? Michael Blinker, we're calling the honey badger the virus. Instead of saying those words, because they demonetize all the videos. I can say subscriber though, and they don't demonetize it now, today. But before they would. So you can actually say subscriber now, but you can't say those words because it's not suitable for the advertisers that advertise on the channels if you say those words, and they literally take away your monetization. Some channels have been demonetized completely, no monetization. They have to go through review because they mention those words. So you have to be very careful. Back in the day, people would really not understand. Why can't you say it? They say you can. They say you can. Say no. You can't say it because it's not suitable for the. It says it directly right on when you get notification. Your video is not suitable for our advertising. So AT&T and Milo Milk and whoever's going to advertise on there's not going to advertise on your channel. They pick, like, say for instance, mine is people in blogs, right? And they pick the monetization that they want to go on there. So they're going family oriented type stuff. So if you're a gamer, they put more gaming stuff on there. They put more ads for Game Boys and all the other stuff. If you're a person that does film and have a channel that does film or music, film and music, they put more musical stuff on ads on there. So they pick and choose. They don't just throw ads out there and throw them in hit and miss. They pick and choose what classification you're under is how they pick your ads. Gary T, I went to enroll our oldest online son today. Had to do it in person. Hundreds of people in one room, and I'm the only one wearing protection. I'm disappointed in the school system, and I could understand that 100%. I can understand that 100%. Ruth, when she went to orientation, they had social distancing. There was only a certain amount of people in the room, and I tell you what's unique about it. No one-on-ones, all done by TV screen. And what I mean by that, a pre-made video is already done, and you had to go there. You had question, you had to go pay your fees. You had question you could ask. There was people there that you could ask, but it was all done. It was done. Okay, play the video, and they hit it, and then they sat and listened to it. And then they were told to record. If you want to record, go ahead and record it. That way you have questions. Like very strict, there would be no coloring of hair. There will be no miniskirts. There will be no high heels. There will be no tattoos. There will be no, in this college, or it's going to be going to CMU college. There will be no bullying. There will be no. So they go through all those lists and it lets you know immediately what's required, and so that's a good thing. We all like to be informed of what is mandated there, and so I really like this new college she's going to be going to. They're really okay. High school. It's university. It's called it's Central Mindinao University. I call it a college. As you know, universities in the U.S. are colleges, right? Or get funding from the government there in the U.S. It's a university. It's a high school that she's going to be going to. Ogre filed a complaint, and they were yanked the corner doctor last no one. Howdy, BT. How's BT doing? How you doing, BT? You had to go in person to enroll online. Hello, Danny. LAW, good morning. Aloha. We're all safe in Hawaii. Hurricane missed the Hawaiian Islands. God bless you, man. God bless you. Please be safe there, LAW. Good morning. BT, good morning again. Howdy. How is Mr. BT? Emily and son, good morning. How you doing, ma'am? Thank you for coming on. It's not being a bad guy, to be honest with people, but to pick your spots. Yeah, you exactly. Yeah, YouTube is not a way to air any kind of disagreements or any kind of arguments. It's a video platform for videos, not some of the stuff. But I find myself biting my tongue a lot of times. I have to tell you, because I want to say stuff and I can't. But it's okay. It's not a bad thing. It's all right. So just do your thing. That's all. Chris Taylor, no. Okay, Emily, good morning. LAW. I'm for sure. Glad you got it. Yeah, me too. I'm sick check on August 22nd. Is that what it's saying? So that means if you get it in August, I'll get mine in December. No, I'm teasing with you. I'm just teasing. I don't know when I get it. Michael and Heidi, Bill is saying, yeah, crazy, right? It's still just something they're doing. Not enough people sign up. We're leaning more towards homeschool now. A lot of people are doing homeschool. I think they have a program here, but it's not really, it's not something that they have. A lot of times what happens is you got to have the ability. The problem with the Philippines, as you guys already know, there's a lot of times no internet. A lot of times you're happy if you have pen and pencils and books. A lot of times transportation going to and from school. You got to have some type of computer. There's a lot of things that the criteria now is going to be changing a lot of people's lives. And if they don't have some of the things, how is it going to influence them? Right? It's going to influence them in a bad way. If you don't have, the poor children that don't have access to some type of internet things, they're going to figure out a way to go get the modules or the modulars to do the test. So they got to go to the school or pick them up and bring them back home and things like that. So it's going to be some process there. It's going to be entailed differently, you know. They have money after August. Take Ruth to the USA for vacation. I know. I wish I could take her. She would love it. Another YouTube rule. Exactly. Danny Stout is saying stupid. Exactly. Danny. Exactly. Exactly. I get tired of all the rules and the things that they constantly do, and it's a constant chore for me just to keep up with stuff. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. How you doing, darling?
I did the get.
I didn't get too. Good to see you, darling.
How's things?
Yeah. I don't.
Oh, see, it's working now. Hey. No, it's not working.
Wow, unbelievable. All the medical records sealed to prevent legal. Let's see. Liberals own companies, ridiculous control and everything. Yeah, they control a lot. John Maria Mindinao. Good morning. How you doing? Welcome. Thank you for coming on. John Maria. Jim and Rose is trying to get back here. They're coming from Florida. They're heading here now. Hopefully in the next, few weeks. What's the deal when you get married there? In the Philippines, with planting a tree tied to it? I get that. You plant a tree for environment. Why tied to the marriage? Mark King, another great question.
That's only the requirements.
You got to go plant a tree in the woods.
Why
in the
do
woods.
That?
Why?
Family, you should have grow one tree.
Okay.
That's the purpose of that one. For
all right.
Growing a family, you should grow some trees.
Grow a tree. Well, you don't have to worry. You should grow 100 trees out of the yard. We got more trees and plants and everything else. You know what? Everything grows. And I'm just going to say this. R put some seeds in the ground for corn. Snails got it. But it literally, you could see within a few days, the corn, popped up this high. I know, plant a tree. Yeah. August talking Scott. I don't mind watching ads, but when there's an hour-long gangster rap ad, yeah, in the middle of a 20-minute Tyler lullaby, I saw a line. Yeah, exactly, Bill. Hey, Bill, I said the same thing. I was going through, I think it was Arlene's channel, and I was going through the ads, and hers and Cheese. She had, for some reason, she's got, many ads in her, and I'm going, why is all these ads on here? I had to go 10 minutes of ads. A properly watered tree lives a lot longer than an average marriage. Gigi's right. He's right, isn't it? A properly watered tree lasts longer than a marriage sometimes. Yeah.
The tree is growing and the
marriage is not dying. The marriage is fantastic for a little while, then it goes down. Yeah, Scott, hospital, you guys are talking. Yeah, you guys are talking, Scott.
Thomas calling. Good morning.
Let's see. JG, LAW. How long do you have to live to get a driver's license? LAW, great question. You can actually come. Your license is valid for 90 days. Your U.S. license. Now, you can, LAW, get what they call international driver's license there in Hawaii. It's called international driver's license. It's good for Hawaii. You can get it through AAA. It's good for 1 year. And so you bring that here, it's good for 1 year. But after 90 days here, your driver's license is null and void. Your American or foreigner driver's license, where Australian null and void. You can go down to the LTO and apply and get a license. Basically, it's just filling out the paperwork, paying the fees, making sure your car is up to the standards, emission tests, things like that if you have a car. and they give you a driver's license. You pay the fees, and they give you a driver's license. If you're already driving and you have a driver's license, there's no needed for tests or things of that nature. If you're going commercial and you're going to be driving a big truck, a vehicle with over 4 or 5 gears, you will have to take a written and a driving test. I'm okay.
So you can get coins at the bank and counting coins and bringing them in.
There you go.
If you have lots of
I-
coins, then
Yeah. JG had $1,200 in coins. I tell you what, he's had been rolling those bad boys for a while. How long did it take you to collect those $1,200 in coins, JG? You guys talking? I want to hear you cut loose and bite your tongue. No woman or kids present, of course. You know, I tell you what, Bill, I would like to do it. I would do a private video like that. Just do a private video and just let loose and just say it and just send it out to the ones, you know, with the link and do that. I should just do that. Oh man, I could go on like that for 10 minutes. Oh, well, no, probably for a couple hours. But yeah, just yeah. BT, I did the same. Came up with a nice amount. Yeah, most places require proof that you be in the Philippines for a year. Yeah, in fact, they'll ask what visa you're under, but if you're married, you're going to be here for a while. It's just basically just going down to LTL. If you want the international driver's license, it's effective and it works, and you can drive for a year. Yeah. My friend had one. Yeah, LTO. Yeah. They'll just check your license when you go through a traffic stop. But most of the time, they make sure your car's registered. They make sure you have a license to drive. They make sure you're wearing your seat belts now. Now also they make sure you're wearing masks, and everybody in your car is wearing masks. If you're going through a checkpoint. Mark King is saying hello, Judy, and everyone he's missed. Good morning, Barry Thornton. How you doing? Good morning. How you doing? How is everything? How is everything, Barry?
JD.
Scoot. Bell Pratt. Mark King. Bell Pratt.
Mr. B.
Gary C. Gary T's on here.
Gary C. Oh, Gary.
Y'all Gary's. Emily and Son, good morning. You guys talking? Judy. Thomas Colley, good morning. Brother.
Good morning, Brother Tom.
Brother Thomas. I was thinking about you the other day. I was thinking about solar. If you've written some books on that, good morning, Nike Zai Polska, good morning. Lease, never buy. Great point. Exactly. Great point. People said to me, I want to buy. I said, lease it. Lease the property, 25 years. You're going to be here past 25 years. You're 60 years old. Okay, you'll figure it out. Right? If you're 60 years old, you're going to be here past, you see 85. Okay, you just release it another 25 years.
But then. If you're married and you want to have property.
Yeah. Yeah, you can buy property.
It's dependent.
Depends on you. You lease it.
If you grow more than one tree, so that means you can have more than one wife.
Boy, let me tell you something. I can't handle this one.
No.
I can't handle this one.
Try to have many wives, so you will be in jail. Unless you are Muslim but even Muslim, they allow you as long as you can afford to
take care of them,
feed your family. What property have on the first wife, it should be like same.
Yeah,
like that. So
they make sure. And get this, there'd be no way as a man can handle 2 women, much less a woman handling 2 men. You know, a woman, could you handle 2 daddies?
No.
It'd be full time, wouldn't it? Ruth says, I'll be back yesterday. I'm going to tell the story real quick. She's not going to be happy I'm going to tell it, but I'm going to tell it anyway. We had coffee here. It was cooling. And I'll be back in about 15, 20 minutes. So I'm going to go over to the other house for a few minutes, and I'll be right back. Well, half hour goes by.
It's raining.
It's raining outside. It's raining. It's literally raining. And I go, where's your mother? I said, this coffee's ready to drink. So we go outside. I go outside. She's planting flower on the other side of the garage in the rain. She's planting flower in the rain. So I say to myself, I said, what in the world? I said, Mama, hurry up, hustle up. It's time to, let's have our coffee. What are you doing? Hour goes by. So I finished that. I hear something banging, hitting the house. I go, what is that? She's scrubbing the sidewalk in the rain. You can't do that during the daytime. You can't do that in the morning. So that's my wife. Now, can I imagine having two of those? No way. That's my wife.
But
it's clean now.
it's clean though.
Yeah, in the rain. And what do you tell me when I get out in the rain?
No,
get inside, you get sick. Nah.
It's good if you after that one you go take shower.
Yeah, well that's true. But you better take shower because you're gonna be sick, right, darling? Yeah, she tells Daddy, get out of there, you're gonna get sick. Ogre, I know some really good. Okay, you guys are talking. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get
Mr.
Mr. B.
I had to wait for my girlfriend test result to find out what is going to happen. If she's positive, then in close contact. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, for sure. I'd be
then
going.
You will be
quarantined for 2 weeks. Hey, did you guys see that on TV? I got to tell you this story. TV, our wonderful president here, said, Globe, PLDT, smart, get your stuff together. If I want to call Jesus in Bethlehem, and I can't call him by December, you better make sure that I can contact Jesus in Bethlehem in December. If I can't call him and pick up the phone and call there, he's trying to call, I guess, his daughter in Davao. Circuits are busy or circuits unavailable. Or this, that. Cannot be reached. So guess what? He is so angry. He says he's giving them a few months to get together. Or he's gonna do something. I don't know what. I don't know what he.
Back to the government.
Yeah.
Communication.
Yeah. Yeah. How is the snail fight coming? Hey, you know what? How is our snails doing?
They're still coming in.
Get them.
They're eating my
we gotta get
watermelon.
More. We gotta get more at the pub. They're not. Did you give them at the pub? Did you get more beer for them?
Just a bill. Good morning.
Just a bill. Good morning, sir. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Mark King, Ruth, that you're on a live stream, just to hear what you thought about last video I said about that power wheel. What did you think about that?
Nice man, but maybe you will find me in when I'm riding that one.
It's a power wheel. Basically, you stand on it like a Segway. You just stand on it. You use your foot to balance.
I cannot do balance like that.
I think it's like a Segway. It balances itself. But the problem is, it's no steering. You steer it yourself. I get lost on that thing. How about the new thing that they got in Hong Kong now? Rideable suitcases.
Christopher Bicham and Rick Morris. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Brother Christopher. Mr. Rick, how you doing, sir? Welcome, welcome. Bill Pruitt, the snails line are up outside the door. Get free beer. They're lined up. They said, is the pub open?
It's not yet. It's closed. I think 10 years to get all those coins. I'm afraid to get near.
Yeah, the pennies. Yeah, 10 years. Isn't that amazing? $1,200. Good for you, man. LTO now says you have to be in country for 30 days. That's right. And have 6 months left on your current visa. So no license on tourist visas officially. Yeah. Mr. B, it depends where you're at. It depends where you're at. Each office is completely different on how to handle things. You can actually get one because a friend of mine did it. He's on a tourist visa, and he's been here for 2 years, and he just went down there and got one. It depends what area.
Our life in the Philippines. Good morning.
Good morning, our life. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Oh yeah, Tom, you can have more than one wife if you plant more trees than how many trees you're able to plant. Ooh, I could be no way. You know what? There'd be no way. My wife is special to me, and I love her very much. But I can only handle one Ruth. She can only handle one me, I think, right? You want to roll my coins? I've only been 20 years since I did it last. Everything except penny scoot. I keep the proceeds exactly. Okay, do like I did. I told B-Joy, one tree, one wife. So that means every bush I get a girlfriend. No humor. Yeah, Scoot, I tell you, my friend came here and he was going to do that with girlfriends. Well, I'm going to have 2 or 3 girlfriends. And I said, well, you're going to find yourself in trouble because they're not going to like that. So he came here. Well, the first girlfriend didn't like it. The second girlfriend didn't like it. And I said, you're going to find people are not going to like that. How would you like if the girlfriend has 2 or 3 boyfriends? He says, okay. That's okay. So he found himself, one tied him down. One grabbed him and tied him down. He's married now. And he says, the best thing I ever did. I looked at getting into local driver's license on my second trip there. They said, no problem, pay the fee and ask what our motorcycle license to. Yeah, yeah, exactly. My new side hustle, I come over and roll your coins. I keep what I roll, exactly. There's nothing wrong with that, JG. It's free and I just have to ride a scooter around the parking lot. There you go. Two women in the same house always argue. Three and two always not more. Well, you will always be the good one in the argument. Just put it that way. Ogre. My friend said one girlfriend found out about the other girlfriend. I said, well, you know what? Don't put yourself in that environment. Why would you put yourself in that environment? Why would you? I said, why would you do that? You know, that lasted about a month. It really lasted about a month. And then he realized, I can't do that. It's the most stupid thing he ever thought of. He said, I said, why would you do that? I said, the best thing to do is just enjoy life and not worry about it. And he ended up finding a wonderful lady, and he's married. And I don't know. I think he's got a child coming. Yeah. I don't understand. Thomas, there'd be no way. So Christopher Beecham, good morning, sir. How's brother, Christopher? I asked a friend when I lived in Kuwait. One wife is mad, go all the other. I asked him why he had 5 wives. Just Bill, good morning. Philly in Philippines slipped on some tile and went down a couple stairs. He's okay. It could have been a lot worse. Just a Bill. I tell you what, it does get slippery. The tiles, you have to watch it too with the slippers. You're right. I busted my butt. Ask Ruth and RR what I did at the mall. What did Daddy do with the mall?
Just return somebody.
Oh, cake. Someone inquired about a cake. My thing was I was carrying a cup of coffee, and I slipped on tile going into the mall. Coffee went everywhere and went all over a lady, and there in CDO. And boy, she was angry, and I don't blame her. I said, "Ma'am, I'm sorry." She just left angry. Yeah, let's see. Just a Bill, good morning. How you doing? Welcome. Yeah, I think always can trade in a new wife. Man, I tell you what. Rick, how you doing? How you feeling, Mr. Rick? How is everything? Our life in the Philippines. Good morning again. Rick, how you feeling? I know you're a lot of guys that are Muslims, they only keep 3 wives. That way I'll keep find number 4. Yeah. Appleseed would be really tired. Yeah. Johnny Appleseed would be really tired. Salt also kills snails. Maybe try sprinkling on the ground in the garden. Just use ground salt. We actually started doing that, Bill Pruitt. And we started using salt. And the problem is the rain's here. So it rains so much every day, the salt disappears. And there you go. You know, it depends. I got my license on tourist 5 years ago, but I was at my renewal. I was a king of grandfathered in. There you go. Our life. I did not know that. I'm just thinking outside the box here. Tom, you're saying women always have been a backup boyfriend, even married in Western countries. Married women even admit this in public now. Wow. Really? Blue Shock, Lorena, good morning. How are you doing this morning? My ex had a backup girlfriend. Tom, 33% of women admit to going on dates just for the free food. If 33%, a lot more are doing it and won't admit it. Yeah, free food. A lot of people, that's how they do in U.S. Back in the dating time is for the free food. Yeah, I'll go on a date, you know. They have a Mormon town in North Arizona that has about 3K men and 27 women. Average man has 8 wives, a lot of them on welfare. You know what, Scoot? When I was growing up, there was a Mormon church within a few blocks of me there in Prescott. And I asked Mom and Dad one time, I said, my friend at school said that he has 2 moms. And so I said, really? And so I said that to Mom and Dad. And Dad says, I'll talk to you about it later. And he never did talk to me about it. I never could figure it out. How can you have 2 moms? Hey, Tom, ligaments in the right arm, type with one hand is horrible. I know, Hillbilly. So how you feeling, by the way? Ligaments in the right arm, type with one hand. It is hard. It is hard. I caught myself. It's hard for me to even type sometimes because they use all the franchise machines, got coins. Bill Pruitt, I get enough nagging from one wife. I cannot handle another. Well, you need to straighten up, Bill. We had there was recently there was an argument, and it was between family members, and the argument with them, they could not figure out why there was an argument between the family members and what was going on. So they had to get it. They do that here. They get someone to intermediate the thing, the counselor. So it could be a family member, could be someone at church, could be a neighbor, could be someone. Come find out, it was just something simple. It's the most simplest thing you'd ever think of what it was. And it was a very simple thing. So people will get angry on the simplest things. People get angry on the most horrible things. But you'll find that people do get angry, like it could be a word or a sentence someone uses, or they don't like these glasses or things like that. And people do get angry about certain things. And I know that husband and wives do fight, but one thing I do love about the Philippines, no matter, and I do know this for sure, no matter what happens, you'll find that through thick and thin, they'll be there for you. And I found that not because of us, but because of people that are around me. And Americans have come to me and asked and said that to me. Foreigners, not just Americans, foreigners, Aussie. I had a Turkish guy, same thing. And thick and thin, him and his wife argued all the time. But through thick and thin, they literally argued every day. Through thick and thin, they're still together, and they figured it out. I'm doing pretty good. Glennis is in a hotel close to Clark, so I'm happy she made it safely. So she's one of the last ones to come in, huh, Rick? They closed down the airport thereafter. They closed that down. Peekaboo, good morning, sir. How you doing, Peekaboo? Good to see you. Duterte says he may go after Global Terrible Services. Peekaboo, I love that yesterday. If I can't call Jesus by December, I am gonna do something that you guys will regret. And I love his statement with that. He is so fed up with the service. He says, I have 2 more years left on my contract. If you guys cannot get this figured out for the internet, I will spend 2 years of the rest of my term just to make sure that this country has internet. So he was angry about it. And you know what? I'm shout out for him for that. And I'm proud of him because, at the end of the day, there's no reason why people don't have internet. That's the most ridiculous thing in the world. There's satellites here, and yet every house has satellite. Go figure. Every house has satellite. Every house has TV, but nobody has internet. But that satellite's working at that house right down the road there on top of that mountain. But yet nobody has internet. But they're watching TV. They go buy load, 300 peso for the month, 350 peso for the month. But they have TV, but no internet. Now you can buy data, but there's no data. My data on my phone finally started working the first time now in 3 years, 4 years. Here, it just started working because there's a tower right over there, I think. I don't know. I have Rose call BJoy and put her on speakerphone, help out Rose, no charge for the service. Everyone should read the BBC article about human extinction event we're witnessing now, published 7/15/2020. Okay, Ogre, we'll check that out. Bill, Rose decides she wanted to be married to Bigfoot, save you down. Yeah, I tell you what, you look so much different. You look so much different. I've heard that since '98. That will go after bad service. I tell you what. 2 things going to happen on this internet. I talked to my internet provider last night. I said, I'm going to do a live stream in the morning. I need to have better service. Number 2 is, he says PLDT and Globe are trying to get their stuff together. They're not really doing a good job of it. He has a contract with PLDT. Details coming in. Chinese companies coming in. Starlink is here. And they're doing beta tests all throughout the Philippines. Watch and see what happens in this next 6 or 8 months to a year on Starlink. They're going to get Philippines up and running. There's actually another big satellite company coming in from Australia that provides really excellent service. They said, I don't even remember the name of it. Forget the name of it. It's an Australian company that guarantees service within 1 year, 100% throughout the whole country. It's all satellite based. All you do is order a satellite. It's like Hughes Network. You order a satellite, it streams the same thing as Starlink. You order the satellite online, you pay the 12, 13, 14, depending on your service, guaranteed, and it's guaranteed to give you, it's the Starlink thing. Guaranteed, Starlink's guaranteed to give you 30 megabytes of speed or you don't pay the bill. All the time. And you have to prove it to them. Bluish Aqua, my Philippine will obey me through the thick and thin. I keep getting thicker. Me too. Me too. My hair is even getting too long. It's not comfortable in the summer. Rose knows that. Yeah, there are a lot of guys have long hair. A lot of guys have long hair. Nothing wrong with it. You like having long hair? It's fantastic. Have long hair. That's for sure. Carolina, son, listen. The adoption papers are held up. You did not sign them yet.
Hi, Chris.
Hello, Chris. Peekaboo again. Carolina Hillbilly, my good friend. How you doing, Carolina? Good to see you, my good friend. Good to see you. I don't know if Clark is close. She and her friend just got last 2 seats on the plane. She was lucky to make it home. Glennis. Oh, God bless her, man. God bless her, Rick. You know she's happy to get home. Huh? I will send out the Bolo.
Scary, huh? Last 2 seats.
Last 2 seats. Could you imagine that, darling? Oh. And you know, it's a solid plane then. Short hair is comfortable in summer, long hair in the winter. I'm obviously not a fashion guy. Starlink is a 5G based system. They actually, this particular Starlink system they're setting up now is 3G. They're setting up 3G. Yes, it's a 5G based, but they're starting this particular system now in the beta test mode in 3. And they're going to run it to 4, and then they'll run it to 5 in some areas. But right now they're setting up at 3. Well, according to the thing, what I saw online, I don't know. Oh, because we signed up for it. And get Starlink here. Put a satellite in. Hey, Tom, torn ligaments hurt like hell, like it's in a sling. Oh, Hillbilly, I didn't know you had torn ligaments. What'd you do? Did you fall? Did you fall? Hillbilly. Bill, I modeled my fashion after you. What are you saying? Yeah, JG's hair looks better, doesn't it? JG, we noticed yesterday in your live stream. You had the camera yesterday like this. And I was trying to tell you yesterday, I'm going, JG, your camera is there. So we can only see that in the microphone. Couldn't even see your face. Although, you know, you have a beautiful face. And I love you, brother. But, you know, all we're seeing top of your head. He started somewhere. The only problem with any good satellite is good as long as the weather is good. True. True. Satellite, no matter exactly. And you know what? Dish Network went through that also. And Dish was having a problem there at one time with sunspots, and Dish Network had that same problem. And you're right. Satellite is not good. It's not perfect. The storm comes in 100 miles from here, and it rolls over the top, and you can't get a line of sight. You got a problem. Good morning, Slim. How you doing? Yep, we're not saying those words. Good morning, Slim.
How boy?
How you doing, Miss Slim? Beautiful Beholds trying to get Arlene to Jamaica.
So we can get married and I can try to get the Philippines. Jamaica?
Great idea, Carolina Hillbilly. Great idea. Get Jamaica, Aruba. There's actually, Danny could probably tell. Danny's is Mr. Danny could probably tell some of the places that open. Aruba's open. Jamaica's open. There's a couple more. I think St. Thomas open. Just got up. Okay, Slim. No worries, my good friend. I got my cup right here. I'm better heard than seen. That's the reason they call it. Uh-oh.
Stop na.
That's the reason they call it JGBK radio show. JGBK radio show. Scoot, Size Slim. Starlink runs on like 800 gigahertz wavelength that will cut through most clouds. Mark Jones, good morning. How you doing, my good friend? Thank you for coming. I'm sorry about the internet here, guys. It just kicked off. jar had $36 in it, 25 jars to go. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, BT. Last ponytail I had was early 70s. Billy Price, good morning. How you doing, Billy? Good to see you. Good to see you. I've noticed I have a lot of newbies on our comments on our videos, and so I welcome a lot of the guys I haven't seen in a long time back on, and a lot of the lot of new people. And thank you so much for coming on our live stream. Slim Jim is saying hi. Like I said, they're only good as long as the weather's good. Mark King, you are exactly right. You said it right. You saw the weather. No, we have an opportunity. They do have some satellite companies in town presently that are actually coming in. There are some new ones coming in. They're actually starting to open up that market. But the problem is, here's the problem, is the frequencies are bottling up. I guess it's like so much of that frequency of that pie in the sky thing. And apparently that frequency, whatever this frequency that they use, it's available, people are really filling that up, and they're getting a lot of bottleneck. Now, that was explained to me by my guy. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know. I'm not an internet guy. If I get Daniel on here, maybe Thomas Cawley could help me out with that a little bit. I'm not really sure on that. James, how you doing, my good friend? Good morning. Good morning. Howdy doody time. Loosen my mind up. What's up? What's up? What's up? How you doing, James? Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're doing well. Scoot, I bet B-Joy would love it until it shave it. Yeah, haircuts is something that people are really wanting here. And so Ruth has actually been cutting a lot of the nieces and nephews' hair and things like that, because the barbershops are open, but they're really just busy. There's just packed full of people to get haircuts for long periods of time. So, Mark King, 80 gigahertz is a lot different than the SAT systems running on 5.6. Yeah. Carolina Hillbilly, whichever opens up first, Philippines or Malaysia, I'm going to that country. I looked yesterday. I dropped my remote control to the TV, but like it matters. I was on yesterday looking online what is open. They're still literally, everybody's still closed. Literally everybody's still closed. Our friends, good morning, John Baker. How you doing? How was everything with you, sir? Our friends and kids, our OFW school teacher drove home today, about 5-hour drive. She came over to do visa paperwork. Okay. School teacher drove home 5 hours. She's come over to do visa paperwork. John Baker, good morning, sir. How you doing? Welcome. My hair is not what she calls it neat. Yeah. Here at work, hiding behind this mask 10 hours a day, James. So, James, you got to wear a mask at work, huh? So, you know what? Having a mask on working, it's got to be really complication. Really, really a lot of complication there, James. I mean, really, you think about it. So, good morning. Sorry about the internet this morning. Joyce is saying hi to John. Good morning. Prayers go out to my good friend, Foreigner Love Philippines, John. His baby is in the hospital, a newborn baby, and they're under feed tube. And so nothing major. It's just an ICO. They're just keeping an eye on him. So prayers to that wonderful baby, please. I think you could pull out a mean Dr. Spock. I had long hair back in the day, as everybody did back in the 70s. I say everybody, over the years, it was the style back then. And I honestly didn't like it. I was always the guy above the ear kind of guy. I grew up with a crew cut and had crew cut most of my life. Even when I got into high school, my hair, if it was this long, I was lucky. It's just something that we just did. As I grew older and I grew out of that style, the jobs were entertained. You had to have your comb. I had a comb in my back pocket. You had to comb your hair all the time. It's a constant thing. I think you pull off a mean Dr. Spock for sure. Billy Price, good morning again. Slim Jim, good morning again. All good, never too many problems. Scoop, my company just came up with the first 300 gigahertz antenna material. and that'd be a game changer because that wavelength is about 2 miles of Earth. Oh wow! I tell you what, there has to be um, there has to be a way that someone could easily do internet, and it's I know internet and the knowledge to have an internet is very complicated, but you can't tell me that someone here in this province, and I can go 30 miles that way, and they have perfect internet, and they're getting 20 and 20 and 40 and 40 and 60 and 60 and 80 and 80 and 100 and 100. Even at PLDT's best day, they showed that on TV yesterday on the presidential address there. 2020 is PLDT. That's the best they could do on fiber. 20 and 20. And showed Asian countries are 100 and 100 or 300 and 300. 300 and 300. How in the world can you get 300 and 300? And we're sitting here I'm getting 2 and 2. I got 3 and 3 this morning. 3 and 3. What's 3 and 3 good for? It's horrible. I told him last night. He says, well, it's showing, 11 and 756 kilobytes. I said, that's the problem. It's kilobytes. It's killing me. Slim, good morning. Michael and Heidi. Ephraim Dunlap, good morning. Good morning. West Philly in the house. How you doing, Ephraim? Welcome, welcome. Pretty much mandatory in California. Honey Badger went crazy a couple weeks ago. Mask, you even drive through McDonald's. Soon they hand out tickets. You're not walking down the street without a mask. Unbelievable. Steve D, good morning. We have good internet. Hello, Steve D. Yeah, you have it down in Don Carlos. You got great internet down there. You really do. You have some great internet. And you know what, Steve? I don't know what's going on. We have, well, what can I say? I pay the best I can get. I'll pay $100 a month, right? Marlon Music. Oh, man. Good morning and welcome. I love your live stream yesterday. I watched it, and I have to tell you, you were playing the music, and I have to tell you, I dozed off. I dozed off. I'm sitting here, and I had it on, and I'm going to leave it on and let you play for a little bit, and I hear you go, like somebody come on, and I go, Marlon's playing, and I dozed off. Not that your music put me to sleep. Your music relaxed me. I grew up with a bowl cut, yeah, but later discovered mullet. Joyce, I was supposed to go back home in Davao in April, but I wasn't allowed to. I wonder how the situation in Davao is now. Are they still closed, all the offices? Joyce, it's all open now. Davao is under modified, and Davao is open enough that you can actually come in if you can get a flight in. If you have your passport and all that stuff, you can actually come in. Davao, but the problem is if you once you get to Manila, there may be a process there, whatever that process may be. It's different. Today it's to this, and tomorrow it's different. So I don't know. It's I can't keep up with it. How is Steve D doing? Welcome, Steve D. Steve D, how is Canada? How is everything in Canada? See, I'm looking up here, globe right now. It's showing 0 bars. There's not a bar up there working. The problem is wavelength. The 6 is the best they can get. Is about 5 miles. 80, you get about 100 miles of the same power. Oh, okay. Did you know that every person, when they were born, they have a set of a length, how they grow their hair? Is there really? They have a set length of hair, how they can grow their hair. I did. My mother had baby pictures of me. Of course, I had a twin sister. And, did I come out with black hair? Yeah, I had little hair. I was bald, but you could see, hair. And it was like, I grew up, it was just solid black. And then once I hit 40, man, it turned gray. Ephraim, how you doing again? Sound like someone bought cheap Chinese fiber optic cables. Don't work. That's exactly right. So when they're emitting the light, the diode down the fiber optic, it's limited because of the cable itself. And I tell you what, it's 1616. I asked my friend Ralph, my friend, and there in Davao bought it. It's 16. I said 16. He said 16 and 14, 16 and 13, 16 and 12. I'm on PLD2 fiber. So British expat, I don't know if he's on here today. He had his on. It was 16 and 16. And British, tell me if I'm wrong. But he was 16 and 16. So there you go. On my ASP. Here we go. James, 49,000 K San Francisco. Oh, man. The first time the lockdown started, internet was bad. Then they came fix it. Ever since, it was great. Steve D. Now, Steve, do you have PLDT or Globe? I have both, and they're not working. Who else? Where else? But on the internet, just look it up. Exactly. Joyce, thank you. You're so welcome, Joyce. Yeah. In fact, my friend Sir Liner's there, and he keeps me updated on things. Really great guy, and he keeps me updated on things that's going on around. USA just passed and added 500 a week. John Baker, my country hick town, got fiber optic in North Dakota, but I can't get it in my home in the biggest city in North Dakota. Wow. It's good here in Canada, is it? Death rates, okay, survival. The Ogre's saying, James, yeah, okay. They have done study on how long someone can grow their hair. I have been paid for that, to do that study. Hey, Mark King, how long is your hair? You keep your hair short, cut, long? John, I had hair past my waist before. John, did you really? Did you? Wow. Ruth has hers down to her waist. I trim it for her. She trims my hair. Of course, I'm going to trim her hair. We were going to cut off ours hair, but she decided not to. But she's keeping it clean now. She's combing it now, and it don't look like a bird nest in it. Daddy. It's true. Starting in teens, I got a haircut every year. Yeah. Before school started. After military, 10 years. Now, more often because of the heat. Feel naked, don't like it. I had to, by job, every 2 weeks. I had to get a haircut every 2 weeks. It's one of those situations where I had to do it. If you're around, a lot of people will have long hair in the restaurant business. They just have to keep it in a bun, or they have to, keep it up in a net and things like that. And there's a lot of chefs out there that have long hair, but it can be a detriment to getting a job also, unless you own the restaurant. If you own the restaurant, no worries. You can have long hair and have any hair you want, but you'll find that most chefs that making the big bucks, 100, 200 grand, 300 grand a year, you'll find that they keep their hair cut. Now, some have beards, some have goatees like me, but they wear the mask, the little mask, things like that. But because of the hygiene. But I have to tell you, some of a good chef, it's like Francesco, a good friend of mine, had many restaurants. He had a little over 100 restaurants, pizza, fine dining, open at 4 p.m., closed at 10. And Francesco was telling me one time, he says, why did I hire you? I said, Italian. And I said, I don't know. Why did you hire me? I thought it was my good looks and I had good service. No. I said, why? Why did you hire me? My attitude? No. He goes, I hired you because you're clean cut. You come in, you're clean. I said, oh, okay. So you hired me because what? My hair? I hired you because your hair, you keep shaving, you don't look like bum on street. Yeah, I hired you because this. Come on, let's go eat. And he's from Sicily, but he it's one of those guys wherever he touched turned to gold. And so he had restaurants throughout Florida, California, and all over at Disney. He had a big restaurant at Disney next to Emerald's restaurant And Emerald didn't like him because he's just an Italian guy, and he knew what he was doing. And I got to meet Emerald one time. I was out there. I was cleaning this guy's hood, and Emerald come over and ate. You never eat at your own restaurant. You eat at everybody else's. And that's what Emerald would do. He'd eat everybody else's restaurant so he could taste the foods and see what he could do a little bit different, better. So I happened to meet him one time, and he's really a nice guy, really a nice guy. My friend Francesco was saying that one of the best things that he learned from Emerald was, he said, one of the things that I learned from Emerald was never come to work with a bad attitude. And he said, I would always have bad attitude when I come to work. He said, I lost many people because of it. He said, Emerald come to work, good attitude all the time. Oh, okay. I did not know that. PLDT. Oh, you had PLDT? Any chance international tourist Christmas? Man, Ephraim, I hope so. I don't know. I wish I had a crystal ball. I don't know. I wish I knew. I have zero internet at the cabin and don't know if I'll ever have any. BT. There is a way. There is a way. Put an antenna up. There, especially in USA, put an antenna up. Check on using your phone. Put an antenna up. Actually, Bill Pruitt can actually help you. Put an antenna up, or Scoot. Put an antenna up. Shoot it up high. You're on the mountain there. Find where the nearest place is. And then put it through your phone. My guess is unrestricted tourism, 18, 24 months now. Hear anything about tourists going to have wear a tracker bracelet? Steve, I heard about that in Cebu. Yeah. Problem is RFID information, and basically RFID is basically same thing as the checkpoint system's been going to the store, and you buy something and you go out and you hear the beep 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 beep. It's the same aspect as that, but you could actually leave that in the hotel room. And what it was is they were going to track people going to certain areas and keep up with the tourists in that area. And so it's a good thing, but it's a bad thing. The good thing is it helps them understand where the tourism is going to go. But the bad thing is people that wear a bracelet. But you'll find putting a bracelet on Americans like putting a leash around his collar. It's going to be kind of hard. He'll leave it, or he'll put it on a puppy's collar and have the puppy, lay around all the time. It's something that they're thought about. You have to take total deaths divided by total cost cases. That's true, because I can testify. I had the rest of my family. Our youngest have diabetes type 1. He just had a headache overnight. Okay, after that, yeah. James, I'm hoping for January. Me too. I'm hoping for November. I'm hoping for October, but I don't know anything. Jim and Rose, alternative virus clearance from USA. I'll be going for testing tomorrow. Jim Rose, high five. I'm just talking about you. So you're coming here soon, right? Do you have to leave within a certain period of time, Jim, once you get your clearance? Brother Christopher saying hi to BT. Why did you get it tomorrow, Thursday? Anything good? Nothing good. Just a few clothes. Nothing really. Went to go get lights. These lights, not solar lights, just regular lights. Went to get those. And you always get those only at Ace Hardware and or Handyman. That's the only two places you can get these lights, LED lights. Mine went out in the bathroom, and I always have extra, and I ran out. My hair is down between the shoulder blades so far this year. It's about to go away. You going to have it cut? Yeah, nothing wrong with that. 7% base is how many people have been tested and not on total population. By the state or county or county or even by city, just by the numbers that have been tested. Hi, folks. Counting coins for the VFW. Nothing wrong with that. I guess I cannot post a website. Sure you can. Post it on there. That you need to enter the Philippines. Yeah, post it. It should post. Go ahead. Post it. Jim and Rose, go ahead and put it on. So Kevin, how you doing, sir? Welcome, Mr. Kevin Nash. Good morning, sir. Thank you. Jim and Rose, good morning. So, good morning. I guess you missed where I said it was fine. Okay, Mark. My beard's getting back long again, too. Wolfgang Puck ain't bad either. Yeah, Wolfgang Puck, I didn't get to meet him. He's got a restaurant there too. Emerald had one. Of course, my Francesco had one. They're fine dining. Now Emerald's is open longer, but he kept his open. But he made the fresh pizzas, and you guys know. I don't have to explain it to you. Good morning, MJ. Good morning. How is MJ doing? Mark King, Tom, I have no hair, for I would shave it. I knew I would lose my hair before I started to lose it. All the men in my family lost their hair. My father started losing his hair when he turned 85. He started losing his hair, 85. And he's passed at 87. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about Regis passing. Regis and Kathy Lee, Regis Philman. Let's see. Hey, folks, if you haven't subbed to Jody Fish, because she's classy act, she won't go to videos. She just supports folks with worth it. Yeah, Judy is trying to get, she's at 185 subscribers. I checked this morning or yesterday, and she's trying to get 1,000 so she can send support out to her friends and family that she supports. So do a shout out to Miss Judy Fisher. As far as I know, Filipino still can't fly to Manila and Davao. I don't know. I don't know that for sure. I don't know. It's ECIF. Google this. This is from the Coast Guard of the Philippines. This is a form you need to fill out before you land at the airport. Thank you, Jim. We won't let you put it online. You can't post it. But okay, it's ECIF. Google. Okay, ECIF. You guys check that out. Society runs on perception of the truth, not on the facts. Mr. B says, trying to get action by using the facts is a loser. People want to feel safe. That's pause. Tourism is a good example. Yeah. Watching, hit the likes. Yeah. Hit the likes. We have 82 watching and we have 70 likes. You guys hit them up. Let's see. Let's see, Mark King, you're right. I got a UK friend leaving Don Carlos on Friday. Oh, you do? I have a Portuguese chef that was living here with his beautiful Filipina. He's back in the States now. He's on a 13A. They just left and they're heading back. He just got it. His 13A. So they're heading back. And yes, they're still processing and going through some. I understand USCIS is open, Mike, in US, huh? And they're still processing papers. So shout out for that. Tell me, let's see. Okay, here. Let's see. Jim and Rose. Jim and Rose says hi to you, Kevin Nash. They say hi back to you. I don't know if people fly with this ongoing to the U.S. and China might get shot. I tell you what, I saw that. They closed it down. Saw that. Good morning. It's Alicio Jimenez. Good morning, it's Alicio. Welcome. Are you on TikTok? Nope. I don't even know what TikTok is. What is TikTok? Hello. Just Mark and Ning. Cleaning fish. How you doing, Mark and Ning? How is Miss Ning? Hopefully she's feeling better. And hopefully you're doing good there, Mark. Miss Ning. Prayers to Miss Ning. Wonderful lady. Let's see, you guys still talking, or I don't know if you guys are talking or arguing. I don't give what people are talking about. I don't give a. Oh, okay. What is that? Was that an ugly face there, JG? Mr. B, tourism will start with pre-test and only take an approved resort, stay on property, and then return to the airport, just like inclusive. Hey, they had one back a few months ago. A friend of mine stayed at a real nice place there in Cebu. Real nice tourist spot. Real nice. Hello, Mark and Inga saying hello, Judy, Jim Rose. You can't cut off RAF. Right. Yeah, exactly. You cannot call it RFI. You're right. You cannot. It will send out a signal to whoever monitors. That's exactly right. You can never cut it off, but what you can do is you can actually take the bracelet off, put it on someone else, or if they're trying to track you. What they're trying to do is all tourism that's opening up in Cebu and Oslo, because some of the places are opening up there in Cebu, they're going to put a tracking monitor on the people that are on tourism coming here from other countries, and they're going to put an RFI tracker on you, and they're going to track you and track your movements. And the reason why they're doing it is so they can keep up with what's going on and where you're at and this, that, and other. So if they need you, they got you. Howdy, MJ. Gary C., good morning. If you're in the U.S., you're not allowed to get the death certificate unless you get it from the county health department. Gary C., good morning, sir, again. Bree T. Yeah, thank you so much, Marlon. I love your channel. Thank you so much. We try. We're not perfect, but we try. My wife is over here answering questions from a lady for a cake. I'll move back over here until if she can come back over here. Sorry about that. Links don't work unless you're a moderator. Yeah, let's see here. All right, wrote now. Son, the other day got fine-tuned, but got to do it soon. Exactly, Gary C. No, they are not sorry. You're wrong. Let's see. Let's see. 90 degrees sounds good to me. I would like to get some canned beans. I'm gonna Ruth. We can't find any. Even in the good places, you can't find any good canned beans right now. The stores are limited on a lot of stuff. We did order some stuff online from some friends and family that were some canned goods. I like Marlon's channel. He always keyboards so well. He does. BT, he does a great job. Marlon's a good guy. I've been a subscriber here probably a year and a half, a year or so. We started a long time ago with him. As you know, a lot of these channels that everybody goes on. I've been a subscriber to a lot of these guys a long time, and Marlon is one of them. And he has a great channel. He does a great job. The sad thing, he had to live stream last night. He had 7 people on, and I was one of the 7. And I sat there and listened to him while he did that for the whole time. Kevin, poor kitchen, poor toilet. Exactly. LOL. Oh, you're right. Another thing you're wrong about, the family does not sign on. Gary C. is saying, and another thing you are wrong about, the family does not sign off on their death certificate. Right. And I know that because I never had to sign off on mine. Ning is at work. I'm doing good. Just hauled cooler bluegills home. Oh, man. Mark. Nothing better than a little bluegills. I love bluegills. Chiche would love those little fish. They're little fish, bluegills. She loved catching those. I love catching too. My father and I used to catch a bunch of them and bring them home. Jim and Rose, good morning. I don't care if I have to live in a tent. Get out of here. Yeah. Well, you come here. No worries. We've got a blessing house, James. Put me down. You can stay here. No worries. You don't even have to live in a tent. There's room over at the blessing house for you. And I have a full garage. We need aircon in there. We'll throw aircon in there. No big deal. I just look CDC. Okay. Back rolling quarters and dimes and nickels. So something like Scoot and them arguing again, listening in the back. BT. So BT, keep rolling them quarters. Mark, I see you hug them for you. Mark and Ing. Some feel no one cares if they live or die. Miss a couple of payments and the bank will show you they care. Exactly. You have to always. I think that's a delivery. I think you always have to make sure that you know. Especially debt. Debt is a horrible thing. I had no idea. I had an idea of shipping my coffin with me in under. Wake me up. Thank you. You're so welcome, Marlon. You're a good guy. You're a blessing. God bless you, man. Tom, Mark is saying if I go to the Philippines, I would find a street dog and then put the tracker on them. Watch them. That's exactly what I said. Just put it on them. Yeah, people, even if it's an attachable one, you can detach those and just put it on, or just leave it in your room. I'm spending a day in the room. Chili is great anytime. It's so hot, 90-degree weather without a beer. Yeah, I love chili. And I used to love putting a little soda crackers in my chili. Sometimes I would put a jalapeno and have a jalapeno with it. And boys, nothing better than that. You know what I mean? Beer, yeah. Hey, Tim, exactly. Thomas Colley. The bracelets are passive RFID. They have no power. People are confusing this with power GPS. Correct. The passive RFID only transmit resonant frequencies in their presence reader. Exactly. I'm trying to think. They used to have, back in the day, some of the phones had readers in them where the south of someone's could track. If you go to Tom's house and stay in the garage, he will have a free pet snake. No worries, man. And not only we have snake, there are gatekeeper devices. They only use to verify you're allowed to enter a location like a beach or resort. Next week they're having here they're telling everybody, listen, if a person owes you rent, figure it out and work it out with them. It's the same in U.S. and I know JG said he did the same thing. He forgave on their rent. I don't know if he forgave the whole month or if he forgave the payment due dates. But JG is helping out. I know that some of my friend has 5 houses there in Miami, and he forgave the monthly rent for the people. So five families got benefit and didn't have to pay. Now this is back in March, and he said that helped them. Plus stimulus helped them get situated. And he said they're paying the rent now. He said they're still paying the rent, but because some are still working and they're figuring it out. But he said that gave them a jump start, and it actually helped them, and they all appreciated it. Hate to see it. Hate to see the scoop, but no one's going to be a good time to buy a house. And yeah, I hear people are buying houses. Am I wrong? Am I wrong with that? You guys tell me. Scoop, dude, evicted 2 million. Used car boat or buy a used car. Did I hear on the news, ABS, CBS? No, ABC. I'm sorry, ABC and CBS. Did I hear that sales are up on cars? And did I hear that they're having house sales? Am I wrong? That's what it said on TV. House sales are up in some of the states. Am I wrong with that? I have to be. During this time. Hour and a half left to work. Guess I should act like I'm working, stay safe, and get back to normal. Thank you for coming by, James. James, you have a great and exciting day. And thank you so much for spending your valuable time. We really appreciate it. God bless you. Your cell phones are tracking you now anyway. Okay. Your phone registers with at least 2 local towers when you move in this service area. The phone does this even when it's off. Hey, does it do it, Thomas, if you take your battery out? Or is it, remember they always have a small battery in there for, even if you take a battery out, there's in there a little battery in there that keeps running. I'm trying to think the name of it. I forget the name. I'm not that thing, but my friend told me. Phoenix will evict more houses. They sell very fast when they come up for sale in Southern Michigan. I'm seeing some. I think it's investors coming and buying the houses. I don't know. RFID is actually pretty easy to block. Yeah, you can. You're exactly right. You can block it with aluminum foil, or used to could. I don't know if you can anymore. Used to could. I always have a shield on my bank cards because magnetized in my pocket. Yeah, right. Aluminum foil, you can block it. There is a particular paper. I forget the name of it. Scoot knows the name of it. It's like the type they use on the computers. It's like a clear that will block it too, or used to. I'm sorry for that circumstance. What a bummer. Yeah. Every factory in town has a hiring sign out front. You get a cake order, darling? Oh, you did? Okay. Houses are inflated due to the lack of inventory. Cars are selling. They're doing all they can to get people in debt. I see. Bill Pruitt, correct. RFD, easy to defeat. Yeah. Your time battery, depending on your phone, will keep up for, a day. Okay. Time battery. Okay, it's only for time. Okay. Bill Pruitt is a magneto. He is. I can't wait to see Mr. Bill. Mr. Bill's going to come see me. I can print RFID devices on a printer. That's exactly right, Thomas Colley. You're sure right. You're exactly right. You sure can. Because that's what used to do in some of the stores with Checkpoint. They have the things like Ross's and Dillard's and J.C. Penney's and all those. Had an RFID printer. They still contract your phone as long as the power's on. Okay. The best part, you're paying for it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Mark Scoot, do you think they will extend the state law? It's not fiction. They had passed already. How is Gary T doing? Gary C, Mark, how is all today? I had a thing. They're starting to open up. They're coming up with new ideas for people with the social distancing things with the theaters now. They're inside the theaters. What they're doing, they're still having theaters here. They're still going strong. They're still booming. Even in Robinson's here, they're still. But what they do is empty chair person. So the theaters never full anyway. I mean, I went to the theater. They're very nice here. They beat American standards for me. They never did. They have a lot of great. I can say, the normal movies have been great seating. Recliner type chairs, and some of them have access to where you can get food and take it in there and eat it. I'm talking food like you want a sandwich and things like that. And there's a little table in front of you, and you just flip it out like airline, and you can eat a sandwich there. Some have a lady there to pick up the sandwich after you eat it. They have that available here. Cars might be being made. Cars might be made temp workers, so quality might be bad in USA. Yeah, I know that some of the plants here are kind of relooking at that. I don't know. They are cut back on some of the workers. I guess for me, I pay cash for my place, so I don't have to loan pay rent too. That's the thing here in the Philippines. You come here in the Philippines, you can actually lease something, you can buy something, you can actually rent something, and you can rent it at a fair price. And even here right now, there are. I don't know how. Now here's something I wanted to bring up, and I'm going to do a video on this, by the way. What if the peso 20 to $1? What if peso goes? The dollar is 20 to 1. The dollar is 30 to 1. Will that change a lot of people and what's going on here? Will that change your environment? Will 20 to 1 or 30 to 1 change your environment? I have a phone with Smart. I paid 100 pesos land almost 8 months ago, and I get texts. John Baker, the only American car would buy is Telsa. Sales tax revenue is way down. And states and cities are in trouble, so car registration property taxes will go up, Mr. B is saying. Only reliable source of dollars left. It's too much iron in my blood. My grandma had the same. I guess electronics don't like me. I guess for me, I pay cash for my place. 30 to 1 might keep me in Florida when I retire. 30 to 1, here's something. How would 30 to 1 influence you? How would 40 to 1 influence you? And how would 20 to 1 influence you here? How much would it change your environment? I don't think what would change with 30 to 1? What would change at 20 to 1? So if your dollar is worth 20 pesos, your dollar's worth 20 pesos, how would that affect you? So say, for instance, I'm paying $80 a month, and it shoots to 25, and it ends up to $160 a month. Will that influence me? Well, it's influenced me. In other words, would it change for me? Completely change my attitude? Would it change it for me to go back to the USA? Bring the girls? Not really. I actually put some numbers to it. I actually did some numbers to it. You got to look at it a couple different ways. If you have your own food, you have your own place, and it's paid for. The same thing in USA. You have your own place, you have your own area. You're not paying for anything other than your health care, right? And your food, and your insurance for your cars, and all the other stuff, and your taxes, all the other stuff. But here, you don't have a lot of stuff that you do have in USA, too. You're not going to get a bill unsuspected. What if it goes up and doubles? And say, for instance, instead of paying 20, I pay 40. And everything doubles. And that's at 25 peso to where it is now at 49. It's 49. So what would happen? Pencil Thin can actually help me. Devil Don can help me with that. So how much would it change? Would it change what you're doing now? Would it change everything? I don't know. I could live 41 and move to the Philippines. I could too. Let's see here. I could do 40 to 1. 41's fine with me. 30 to 1's fine with me. 20 to 1's fine with me. Be horrible, yeah. Nothing's perfect. I would in 90. I would have to pay the future tax avoidance, not evasion. I'll be in mine. Tom, in the Philippines, if I was living there and dollar goes to 1 to 1, would not change the way I live. Yeah, exactly. Why would it change? People say, "Oh man, wait till all this happens and they're living on 10 to 1." So what? So what? Even if it goes 1 to 1, how is it going to change your life? How would it change your life, Scoot? Would it change your life? I bet you if you do that and you have the same house, I have the same house, and I bet you lived your life and I live my life, I still bet I live cheaper. The same amount of people, same amount of people. So that's the thing. That's the question. I'm just putting it out to you guys. What do you think? I think a lot of Social Security will hurt more than 30 to 1 rate. Yeah, Social Security, I don't know. Even if you lose Social Security, how would it affect you? Would it affect you? How would it influence you? But would you lose Social Security? Would you lose it? Okay, darling. Just whatever. There's no worries, darling. Take whatever. But really, think about it this way. How would that influence you in a way? And Kevin Nash, you guys help me out with this. Would Apple, is Apple there, Apple here, right? Apple there is a little bit going to be more pricey because of the environment. No matter what environment, got to pay. You got to have insurance on a car. Got to have this. Got to have that. Got to have this. Got to have that in the U.S. Right? Fuel and everything else, right? But here, you have to have a car. Well, no, not really. You can manage without. You know, a motorcycle. But even if you get a car, would I get a battery powered car in the U.S.? Yeah, probably. But still, it's more expensive. I can get a brand new car here for $3,000-$4,000. And so there's big differences. There's some big questions. Yeah, it will hurt. But really, when someone loses Social Security, but that means the government's failed. Not only if you lose Social Security, that means that you're failed. Your income's gone. If Social Security dies, where would that leave you? It's a person, 70 years old, Scoot. You're 70, 72 now, right? So you're 72. Where would that leave you? So even if you have all the money in the bank, doesn't mean anything because the value of the dollar is going to be gone, right? Social Security dies. Aussie dollar is only 34.90 peso. Americans have it good, exactly. Americans do have it good. My 1148 square meter lot already paid off for Lynch's, close to Duma. Just need to build a house. John, there you go. Put a house on it. You could put a bamboo house on it for $1,000, $2,000. A really nice one, $2,000. And you could have that house 20 years and have all the comforts of home. You can put aircon in. I'm just saying. If you had limited funds, you could do that. And you could survive. But I'm saying, people are saying, what would happen? Oh, man, wait till all the Americans find out over there. Well, might be better off here. Think about it. What would be the worst thing would happen here? Right? So people are saying, okay, well, even if you lose Social Security, what would happen? You wouldn't get that income coming in, number one. Could you still survive here? Probably, yeah. You could survive. There's plenty of gardening. There's plenty of fruits and vegetables all around. There's plenty of things you could do. You could survive. Okay, bye, darling. But you'd have to have some type of income. Yeah, Scott, your positively knows no bounds. Exactly. I have too many medical bills for Ning to move. Rate goes down to 30. I think it's cheaper to live here in the USA. Mark and Ning, in a lot of cases with medical care, yes, it would be, and you're exactly right. If it goes down 30 to 1, maybe it's better in that case to stay there, and I understand that, and I agree with you. I plan to not put on blinders. When I was living in the Philippines, Scott Schofield, it's funny you said that. my friend passed last year. He was telling me it was 10-1. Slim Jim, what, you've been here 30 years. Slim, what was it at when you were here? If you're still here, Slim, you may be gone now. What was you were here? I guarantee it's 10-1. So people are saying, wait. Yeah, you're negative Nelly. JG saying to Mr. Scoot, I guess. 20-1 would just mean the price of the peso is going up, which theoretically means the price would come down, even though you spent. Well said. That's my next statement I was heading. If the dollar goes down, the peso goes up. Unless the U.S. dollar goes down. And if U.S. dollar does go down, which it's going, the peso is going to end up going down too eventually, because the bill program here is going to bill like this. They're going to run out of money. It takes about 3 administrations to change Social Security. Be 20 years. Yeah, exactly. It's got to be done by Congress. You can't just go in and snap your fingers. It's gonna, unless they spend all the money in the world. And if that's the case, you're going to be out of money anyway, Scoot. You'll be living on the street anyway. Because they'll come take your house, even if your house is paid for. Yeah, 20 years. MK, Arlene, how you doing? Good morning. If the rate goes down, we'll buy more cakes from Ruth. Exactly. And don't have to worry. You guys come here. We'll have cake. Scoot, you will lose your Social Security at 95. Exactly. What happens if the peso goes down? Like 75 pesos one or 25 pesos one? Exactly. What happens is the peso goes down like 75 peso to $1, or goes the other way, 25 peso $1. Exactly right. Even at 25 peso to the dollar, I can very comfortably here. Because all the thing I paid for is internet and my food. And of course my health care, but my health care is not from here. My health care is a nationwide international policy. I can go anywhere in the world with my policy. So that is paid for, but I can use it here. So think about that that way. So if my health care is taken care of, my health care, and get this, I'm insured after 70. And I just have to pay an additional funds at that particular time once I reach 70, whatever that is at that time. Is the rate going to be expensive because I'm living there? Yeah, probably will be. It may add another 50 a month, is what the lady said. Maybe more than that, maybe 100. But it's okay. I don't plan applying for SSI. But you know what, Scoot? The only way that's going to change, Congress have changed it. Dollar goes to 1.2, you're still getting 2 times more than you would get in the States. Exactly. If I drop below 1.1, you'll have the same problem staying in the States and the Philippines. Exactly. Staying in the States is going to be harder than staying in the Philippines. But the problem is, a lot of people want to go to the USA. A lot of people in general, even at church, we mentioned this. I said, how many people want to go to USA? And everybody rose their hand. And I said, explain to me why. Because the better life. And I said, you already have the better life here. And they said, explain it. So I explained it to them in a way that they could understand it. And all of them came to me afterwards and says, we never looked at it that way. So it's my little spill at church and my little sermon I had. So Kevin, law says when you go, the funds dry, they cannot borrow to pay it out. Well, you know what? The law says, but the thing of it is, Scoot, they're not going to run out of it. Even if they run out of it in 10 years, will you be here? If they run out in 15 years, will I be here? I don't know. Free money. You better get some, Scoot. Exactly. Yeah, Scoot is just a ray of sunshine today. A dozen eggs cost 89 cents here. I think 150 peso there. Yeah, it does. Eggs do cost more here. They're $3. Well, no. $3 for 3 dozen. $3 for 3 dozen. Sometimes $4 for 3 dozen. Hello, James Hardy. How you doing, my good friend? Welcome. Welcome, James Hardy. When I was there, it's about 30-1. Okay. I feel sorry for 20-year-olds now here. Yeah, exactly. My wife, 28 years younger than me. I have to make her find a job. My son's 4 years old. John, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Marketing, good morning. Arlene is saying hi. Michelle Babon, good morning. How you doing, Michelle? Sorry I can't hear you. Know me. I'm having fun, but staying out of support. Staying in support. You know what, James? High five. Thank you for that. When the international price of currency goes down, the inflation goes up. Yes, so theory is true, reverse also, but I've never seen it. We could be making history. Yeah. I have a house and block, $1,000 is 720. Eat local food, still live like king. Exactly. Exactly. I was on a live stream. I was on a live stream last night. He has a little over 4 million subscribers, and it's an RV guy, okay? And there was a little over 3,000 I'm a moderator on stream. I said, I'm going to do it an hour and that's it. He laughed at me. He said, okay, Tom. And I was in there for 2 hours. On those 3,000 people that were on, I have another friend of mine that has 1,000 on at a time, no matter what. And we were talking, and they were talking about inflation and what's happening. 90% of everybody says we're looking at Asian countries. 90% Asian countries. Asia. They're looking at wherever. There's so many. I'm not even going to go in detail. But anyway, a lot of people are looking. And a lot of people are looking just to get out and get away from the USA. Let's see. Where is JG? He's here. Hello, James Hardy. Good morning. I keep my money in both countries. Yeah. If the dollar goes down too far, I'll use the money already here. Exactly. Exchange a good rate. I will have the year. And you know what? That's the thing, Mr. B. If I was living in the U.S., I could live on $1,000, $1,100 a month. No worries. I did it before. If it gets 13, okay. Big deal, right? As long as you have your place that's paid for, that you're living. The key is where you're living. That's the key. And what rent you're paying and what house you have and how you're living and your food and your health insurance and all that. So say, for instance, you have that all taken care of. Could I live in U.S.? I live here cheaper than I can live in U.S. Of course I can, because I'm paying comparatively half to a third of what I was paying before. I really am. I'm paying a lot less here for things than I was paying in the U.S. I never want to live in America. The Philippines, Australia are better. Exactly. Some people are moving to, They say they closed down Vietnam. They closed down Vietnam. Some people are moving to Bali. Some people are moving to Colombia. Some people are moving to Panama. Some are moving to the islands of the Bahamas. The most expensive place in the world. Social Security can be fixed. Just think of who we'll vote for in November. Exactly. Exactly. Just vote for someone. Rob Bowden, how is everyone? We are doing very well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, Ronald Bowden. How was everything with you? Just checking, JG. I'm back. Rena, good morning again. What happens if the U.S. government fails and the bank goes bankrupt? Would it take down the rest of the economies in the world? I think it'll affect a lot of economies in general. But I think if it ever goes down to that point, look to the point of what other countries would fail before then. The Philippines will be long gone before that. There's no infrastructure here. They don't have any infrastructure. So how would it back up with that? So what you'd have to do, you'd have to really think of plan B, C, D, E, F, G. So that's the thing. Production, what are producing, what are they selling, what are they doing, right? Even it's hard everywhere. No money, no honey, two-way street. Or maybe I should say no job, honey. Not charity because degrade and have another. But man, everybody's renting excitement today. Amen. Rented real estate is higher in U.S. Yeah, exactly. MK tied down on lockdown. Arlene. My expenses doubled since I got back home. Exactly. And you know what? We talked about that, Steve D. Your expenses are going to double there. And you know what? People are saying, hey, Tom, do a video. Please get back on live streams. But do a video on what would happen if it's 20 to 1. What happened 20 to 1? What happens 1 to 1? How much would you where you're at right now? And you know what? It really wouldn't change that much. Just the value, what I was getting would be differently. And the peso, that means the peso is up or the peso is down, right? If the dollar goes up, what would the peso be? So it's a big thing. I mean, right now there's quite a few people that's going hungry. A lot of areas. What will it be like? Where's mommy? Oh, she's leaving. Oh man, how beautiful is Hong Kong, but there's no comparable in my own country, the Philippines. It is fun. Arlene, you said it. Well said. There is nothing better than the Philippines. I I woke up this morning, birds chirping. Birds chirping in the U.S. too. But the birds chirping in the U.S. for me personally was different than the birds chirping here. My idea, my brain it works differently here. I'm not as angry. I'm not as upset. I'm not as what happened to Scoot yesterday on his live stream. I'm not as everybody seems to be in that environment there. Even though people may not, but it's affecting everybody in different ways. And that's the reason everybody understands it. I say get in an airplane, just parachute out. Just get in an airplane. Michael and Heidi and all. Just get in an airplane. John Baker. Just get in an airplane. Come on. Just so back in action. She's still spinning. Only way Social Security well, it can run. Now the money is when USA, the government collapses to the point there will be no America as we know it. People forget people are born every day. Exactly, Mark King. Exactly. Yeah, most countries will already be gone. Ball. Exactly, wrong about it. Yes, go iron some clothes. Yes, Ronald. Marking, all those people will keep paying in Social Security when they get a job. Just look every year the kids graduate. Exactly. Everybody's paying in. And you know what? That's the thing. We can be positive, we can be negative. But how about being logical? The logical thing about all this is this. Thinking logically. I'm no economic. I have no knowledge on anything. I know nothing about stocks and bonds and value. But I know people. And I read people. I read that, and I read them. I read things, and I've always been pretty good about this. Something told me at 55 to plan on coming here. I'm glad I did. Something told me in my early 40s to change what I was doing, and I did. It was to my betterment. Something in my 20s said change what I'm doing. And like right now, people are telling me this. Just people are saying, my mind is saying this. Enjoy what you have. Don't worry about it. It'll all figure itself out. The Philippines will open up. It will not be in the time frame that I want it to open up, but it's going to open up. Is it going to open up to what I want it to be in 1 month? No, but it's going to open up. And it's a great country. It's great people, great culture. I like the environment. So I'm glad I'm here. Ronald Bowden. So tell me, Ronald, how is everything in Alabama? Jam, I think, has already left by now. I think Scoot, you still here? Are you still here? Ogre, are you still here? So I think a lot of times, as we all know, things are changing quite a bit. It's true. When U.S. sneezes, the rest will catch a cold. I'm worried about the deal with South Korea. We have troops heading there now. Yeah, I know. I saw that. Cryptocurrency is already playing a big role in the economy. It is. Many countries are trying to convert its plan B in case their own currency fails. I saw that. And I saw that, Bill Pruitt. I said crypto is really, I was looking at my Bitcoin, and its XRPs are going up. I think I'm at profit now. So, wow, I've been on 2 hours already. Man, time flies. It doesn't seem like. JG, does it seem like I've been on 2 hours? Wake up, JG. Wake up. Have I been on to JG? Wake up. Tom, you can do Mr. Bangladesh impersonation. Let's see, how do I do that? Hold on. I can't do it. There's no way. There's only one person can do that. That's JGBK. You can't do it. Don't be a big rush. Go Philippines is not going anywhere exactly, huh? They're wanting to get out of their environment they're in because their environment is not such a happy place, you know? That's what it is. People skip out sometimes, Psalm. I know. I have to tell you, JG, I skipped out yesterday on your stream, too. I skipped out and went to the bathroom and came back on, and my internet was down. And then we had someone come by to work on something here at the house. And I came back on again. Of course, I came on, and all heck was breaking loose there. Yeah. Hey, JG, it was up 30. You had the most on. You had 36 on according to my sheets. Everyone is good here in Alabama. You know, lots of fake numbers are bad. Yeah, exactly. A lot of fake numbers. But 90% of all of it, to me, is fake. It really is. Because whatever they report today, an hour is going to change. And whatever reported was the true numbers, what they got originally. eventually. I mean, how do you got to keep up with it, right? Seems like you've been on 7 hours, Tom. You know what, JG? I love you, man. You know, it does seem like 7 hours. I was on Scoot's stream. I didn't think he's ever going to stop talking yesterday. It was 7 hours on Scoots. And I said, I got to go. I got to go. The birth rate would need to stop for like 20 years on more heart Social Security payout than U.S. would be World Heart. Then that's what you worry about then is money. Exactly. Most of the time people come here and that's the thing. I said, I don't want to worry about money anymore. I don't worry about, I only have $1,000 a month. I don't want to have to worry that I can't make it in US on 1,000 a month. If you're under a certain thing and you only have this much of this to do, will you figure it out? Yes. My friend is getting $5,000 a month living in the mountains. He can't spend all that money. He can't spend it in US. He said, there's no way I can spend $5,000 a month. Everything's paid for. What am I going to spend it on? What am I going to buy? Everything's I have is paid for. Where am I going to travel the world? Okay, do that one time. What am I going to do next month? So he said, I come to the Philippines. I don't worry about it. It just sits there in the account. He's living up in the mountains. He might spend $100 a month on the high side. That's what he likes. He has no worries. He's no stress anymore. And before he was my boss. And he would tell me, he'd say, he would get on me all the time. Our sales are down, this, that, and other. You guys know the pressure. But now he is a completely changed person. I don't know this guy. He's living with his wife in the mountain. They got a baby now, and she is 20 years younger than he is. He's living the life of Riley. He said, when I come out of this dream, and if I'm living up here still, and I come out of this dream, and everything is good, he said, I'm living good now. That's all he wanted. Need to do some stuff. Okay, Arlene. Background. Okay. No worries, Arlene. Only bad thing about crypto is it can disappear overnight. I will become a health nut on prolonged fast. Nothing wrong with that, John Baker. Not a thing. Pick up Ning at work. Thanks for the live stream. Thank you so much, Mark and Ning. And thank you for spending your valuable time. Thank you. God bless you, man. God bless you. Hello, Adrian. Good morning. Good evening. Welcome, Adrian. Welcome on our live stream. High five to you, sir. Yeah, less is more. Politicians never waste a good. Yeah, if you hadn't already hit the likes, guys. I see. We're streaming down 36 on and 85 likes. Pinoy Alejo, how you doing, my good friend? High five. Ephraim, how's your health? Stay safe. Yeah, my health is doing really good, Ephraim. We're feeling good here. I feel better now than I've ever felt in my life. I lost some weight. I gained some weight. I lost some weight. We're all good. I have no complaints. People say, oh man, it's so fantastic. And it is. It is. But you know what? I mean, things perfect? No, it's not perfect. I mean, 4 trips off the bus, get your blood pressure test. I mean, temperature check. Just getting the CDO. Then coming back and then have to go get a pass. I'll stay around here. Yeah. There you go. I see one more like. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, hit that button. Hit that button, Ronald. Yeah, I want to thank everybody for coming on today. I know I don't know, it's popping up. It's now up to 40 something here on this end. I'm coming back up again. Ephraim, is a true person from US who experienced less stress being in the Philippines? Ephraim, I got to tell you, it is the best thing I ever did. When I'm there in Florida, I got to tell you, I had no bills. I had no expenses other than $1,000, $1,100 a month. I had everything. I was fine. I went out to eat. I went and did my things I want to do. I went and partied when I want to party. I went to the football games. I went to the Jacksonville Jaguars, went to Tampa Bay games, went down to Miami. I did all the stuff. I went to the Gator games. I did everything I wanted to do. Because, you know people. Oh, yeah, I am going on a bus, Tom. You want to come with me? Yeah, okay. Pick a seat out for me on the RV. We'll go up to Gainesville. Yeah, we'd be there on Friday. Game started Saturday. And they just had fun. But I feel better here. The many less stress here. Driving down I-4, driving down, just stuff all something might going on there. Here, knock on wood, man. Knock on wood. I don't know. I got to fix the leak. In U.S., always had to fix something. Something always happened. Something. Guy backs into my van. Parked in the parking lot of Walmart. Just backs right into it. Takes off and leaves. Lucky the cameras are there. I'm sitting in the parking lot one night in my truck, brand new truck, Dodge 1500, sitting there. And guy sitting there pulled up beside me. I hear I'm writing down stuff. I hear this big bang. He bangs right in, puts a dent in my from his door, right in my truck. I get out and yell at the guy and this, that, and that. What am I going to do, right? I have those problems here. I forgot one time. I took my truck in the back of Walmart to get oil changed. I was so stressed out because of my job and life and this, that, and other. I said, change my oil real quick. I'll be at it out in an hour. Come out, and I'm walking in front of the parking lot for 20 minutes. Somebody stole my car. I called 911. I said, somebody stole my truck. What's your license number? I don't know. It's a red Dodge 1500 pickup truck. And I'm standing out in the middle where I always park my truck. It's gone. Is that stress? That's stress. My phone's ringing. I had 3 phones. 2 iPhones from Apple called me. Hold on, my truck's stolen. Hold on. Well, where's the company car? The company car's down at the shop. You told me to take it down and get it fixed. I'm in my truck today. Oh, so because it was a battery-powered car iPhone and the battery is not working right, Toyota Prius. So I'm sitting there brand new. And I'm sitting there and I'm going, where's my truck? And cops come down there. I go, oh, no. I owe you an apology. My truck's in the back. He goes, what are you talking about? I said, my truck's in the back. And he goes, what? So me and the policeman go in the back, and there's my truck in there, already done, all finished. I said, I am under so much stress. He's laughing so hard. He said, well, normally I'd write you a ticket for something. I said, write me a ticket for what? Calling a false report. I said, false report. And then I started getting angry. And the guy goes, you need to relax, and I'm teasing with you, and see you later. Have a great day, sir. And he says, man, you need to go sit down and have a beer somewhere. I said, I tell you what, I'm taking off the rest of the day. I called iPhone, so I'm taking off, turn off my they track you by movements. They track you, iPhone tracks you. They track you how long you're in the store, what did you do there in the store, what part of the store are you in? Because you have to take a picture. They already know where you're at 24/7. I'm 62. I remember back in the 60s, he's been saying low Social Security's are out of money. They said run out in the 80s and run. Yeah, they said the same thing to me, that you're not going to have in 2020. 2020, they're going to be out of money. Now they're saying it's 2042. 2042, they're going to be out of money. So 2042, well, if I'm here another 22 years and I'm 65 now, God bless me. I won't worry about it by then. Tom, you haven't lost your weight. I'm holding it up. I know. I feel like I have. I know. I see nothing and I smell nothing. Exactly. I'm happy Jim Rose said hi to me. Made my day. He did. Sir Liner. So no 14 self-quarantine after return from CDO? Nope. Free for all. No, it's open. You come straight in, man. No 14 day. And by the way, they changed 14 to 10 now. 10 now. That's what they said on TV. It's 10 now. No 14 no more. No 14 no more if you are quarantined. It's only 10. Now they're saying, Sir Liner, welcome, sir. And thank you so much for coming on, my good friend. Now they're saying Social Security, 230 or 40. Watch, this is 30. Yeah. It said 2042. They have enough funds. That was as of last month. Oh, no, it's on my Social Security statement. We have funds. It's on my Social Security statement. We have funds available now in 2052. Nothing better than when Bama beats the Gators at their home stadium, Roll Tide. I'm going to tell you something. That Bama, I tell you what, I know. It's good games, man. I tell you, I've been there. Alumni, and he had a bus. He had an RV, the best you could buy, the best. And we're in that Pushman going down the road, and it has everything in there, and that's what got me into RVs back in the day. You woke the snails outside; they're lining up. Yeah, the beer's up. That's what I heard. Less stress. That's what I need. I'm telling you what, Ephraim, it's the best decision I ever made in my life. It actually saved my life. I'm gonna tell you how it changed my life. It actually changed my life. I was smoking cigars. I was drinking beer. I was drinking wine. Not a sin, right? But when you drink too much of it every day, it's a detriment to your health. I was so stressed, I'd buy a case of beer, take it home, sat and drink it. Got up the next morning, went to work at whatever time, working 2, 3, 4 jobs, just maintaining a lifestyle. Then get home, have another whatever left that beer. Said, oh man, they ain't enough left out of that case. I didn't go get another case. Go down to a local store, get another case. Before you know it, you're drinking beer, and you say, well, I have some wine, this, that, and other. Before you know it, you're drinking. I says, man, I got to stop this. This is killing me. So stop drinking. Well, it's hard drinking when you're at an RV park and a guy down the road right over here said, hey, I got some steaks for you. I'm going to give you a cup. Come on over. Come on, I got a beer. And you go to RV parks. We're all friends. We're all buddies. We don't know each other, but we're buddies. Right? This thing, you're drinking a beer, and it saved my life. The Philippines saved my life. Because not only that, I stopped drinking. You don't have to have it. Yeah, it's nice having a cold beer. Yeah, you have a cold beer. It's hot outside. You're frustrated. Yeah, have a cold beer. It's okay. I have a cold beer. JJ and I had a couple cold beers. Nothing wrong with that. We had a margarita too. I think we had a couple margaritas. But there's nothing wrong with that. As long as you do it in moderation. But in my case, I was so stressed out. I was drinking all the time. It saved my life. And all I come in here, these girls saved my life. That little one on the couch over there saved my life. So did Mama. I get rid of snails, put the pie pan of beer out in their plants, it'll never go out. I tell you what, Kevin Nash, not only did they drink the beer, they came back the next night and said, the pub's open, where's our beer? They came back. They didn't die. Only killed the little snails, this big. Big ones came back for more. Man, they were gathering out there and says, hey, where's our beer? I've heard that when y'all open the back up, Americans might not be included. Open all back, Americans are included into it, just like everybody else. Of course, Americans are included. You better believe it. Not only that, Americans are arriving here right now. The military's here. Yeah. So, yeah, Americans are included. And the world goes bankrupt. I'll be the only people who have guns and bullets and not afraid to use them. It may be okay, Jim and Rose. I pretty would choose to screw with my mental health. I know what you mean, Jim and Rose. Jim, let me know what goes on with that, with your test, how they do that. Can you come out? I agree. I would defend myself. Yeah, exactly. I would defend you and everybody else. I would. Tom, when I stopped working, now this, seriously, I don't have hardly now. I know I can sleep. You can do whatever you want to do when you want to do it. That's what my thing is. Even when I was retired, I self-retired at 59. I said, I'm done. I'm coming to the Philippines. At 60, I was here. And I said to myself, I'm 59 and a half, I was here. 59, I just said, I'm done. 59 and a half, I'm here, boots on the ground. And I've been here for a couple of months. And I said to myself, I'm done. I'm done. I retired at 60. I'll survive. And I did. Fine. It's fine. Was it perfect? Nothing's perfect. Nothing. Is this place perfect? No. It's perfect. It's not perfect. There's a lot of things you have to deal with. Out of stock, sir, this, that, and other. No, it's not. It's not perfect here. I'm just going to say the stress is gone, but it's not perfect here. I do want to say that. Is this a perfect world? No. Nowhere is. Is it easier? Yes. You used to have to be able to bend like the willow tree. Yeah. Hi, Judy. Yeah. But it's true, though. R and I say, what do I say all the time? And you say it's a habit of mine. RR said I have to stop that habit. So I'm going to stop that. Each time you guys see me say that, I owe you 50 peso. I'm going to stop doing that. And you guys call me out on it, let me know, I'm sending you $1 every time. If I say the word um,
You
um,
know what?
um,
Like that.
let me know. I got to break that habit. I saw it on a video the other day. I sound like a recording. My wife cooking thin cut steak smells good. Um, I think it's not. I think it's not that perfect, but heaven is exactly, exactly. I will be rich soon. High five. And you're exactly right about that. So Judy, JG, all Ronald, all the guys. If I say um um uh 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 let me know. That does not count. But you know what? Though I do that, and I got to break that habit. I was watching a stream the other day, and I said, "Man, I say that a lot." And you're gonna be rich soon, JG. Yeah, hold your breath. As Ruth says, hold your breath. I'll just switch it to something else. They always say when you have a bad habit, like my drinking, what did I switch to? I actually stopped cold turkey, and it was not eating or anything like that. It's just one of those things that I didn't. It's not as if I don't drink, guys. You know, you have a cold one every once in a while. I'm not. There's none here in the house or anything like that. I don't go buy it. It's just one of those things. JG's in town, so I splurged. Me and Sir Liner had one or two. It's crazy how much less I drink when we're over there. It's a stress thing. Yeah, I don't need it. Before I needed it. I needed to calm me down. I needed to get my body and my mind relaxed. Here, I don't need it. I took a nap yesterday. No, we all took a nap yesterday for 3 hours. And no YouTube. We shut YouTube. Like today, I'll shut her down. This will be shut down in the next 5 minutes. And it's shut down. And we're going to go back on it. Unless there's a stream on. I have my this many channels now. I cut them down to this many channels that we do live streams. If we go on live streams, I can't go on. So, but we have it live. We're doing other things. RR's got to fix. RR and I have to fix the garage door, and we may have to fix a couple other things here when we get done. But other than that, yeah, we take a nap. We watch movies. We just enjoy it. I don't have to. I'm thinking about what I can make for lunch, like that. Uh, can I get 30 peso for eggs? You can. You can. Ruth, get a jar and start collecting. Exactly. Exactly. I ain't paying her. She get rich. She gets rich now. She says, Daddy, I'm going to take some money out of your wallet. Just leave it in your purse. But the other day, we ran out of money. Ran out of money here at the house. We had 4 or 5 deliveries and then a church, and we gave some people at church money. And we ended up with no money here. We actually had no money here. And so we go to town. The first bank we went to is offline, so no money. The next bank we went to, we got, and they charged me the $22 fees on $300. And I'm still upset about that. But other than that, we go have our lunch. Well, I get a notice on TV that they're raising the bank fees here. So if you're doing any transactions on a USA bank and a Philippine bank, you have a Philippine account, the fees are raising. You may find a 250 peso fee. A lot of companies like Dole is paying everybody here by paycheck, by credit card. So if you work for someone, Dole Plantation or whomever it is, they pay you by credit card. They just load those cards and they say go to the land bank or go to the bank and get your money. No worries, there's a fee now. Before, no fee now. Now there's a fee now. There is a fee. So you end up paying a little bit more now. Now, what the fees are, I think it varies. But if you say you made 20,000 peso that month and you go draw that out, you draw out 10,000 peso for your needs for that time, there's a fee attached to it for all, not just for foreign transactions. That nap for 2 hours is my stream. Amen. No, I didn't nap on that. I did not nap on your stream. Because yours is in the morning. Remember, I napped in the afternoon. I napped on Scoot's stream. I'm kidding. I didn't. I was there. It was like And then I went on another stream right after that, and there was guys arguing about them coming on each other's channels and this, that, and other. And there was another guy on arguing about something. I said, "Man, what is it today? Everybody arguing." So I said, "Guys, I gotta go." And then I get an email. He apologized for doing that. And I said, "Well, it's okay. I mean, it's life. Who cares?" Yeah, Scoop put me to bed too. He put me to bed. I said, "Oh, this, I got to stop that." What had happened? One person was egging that on, and that one person kept doing it, and it wouldn't stop. And so I said, "Oh, I've got to stop." Mark Jones and I said, "Hey, just got to stop." Fees, now the banks make their money, not the money you put in the bank anymore. Exactly. Yeah. So I have a new rule now. I will do other sources than using that, and I may do what Bill Pruitt told me in the beginning. And I think I may start doing it using coins.ph, which we can do that. We can start using that. And so I may start pulling money out through coins.ph, through my bank, and just transfer money there through PayPal or something, and get money out there, because there's no there. I think it's 30 cent or 50 cent peso, or I don't know. It's not much. Not much. $1. I got eggs and carrots today, so too am I. I'm in heaven. I tell you what, Ruth is going to town. She's going to buy cabbage. She's buying carrots and onion and bell pepper. She's buying everything. We're going to have vegetable lunch today. We had chicken cacciatore yesterday. Today, I don't know what she's making, but she's making a good meal, and I'm looking forward to it at lunchtime today. We do have some things we have to do around the house here today. I do have a leak in the garage that I fixed, and I thought I fixed it. So Marlon, Marlon, you're still here. Good morning again, and thank you for staying on. And I find that it's quite interesting, the little tasks that you have to do around here. I love my expandable house. It rained yesterday, and it sounded like little BBs hitting the roof, small pellets, and we all fell asleep. It was so dark in here. It was literally so dark in this house at 2 o'clock in the afternoon that we turned off the TV. It was like nighttime. My life in the Philippines is wake up, eat, enjoy, eat, nap. That's exactly, and much more relaxing than here. Yeah, it's enjoyable. I went over to the Blessing House, and I sat there and I stood out on the porch for a good 20 minutes yesterday, just enjoying it. Where people live in the cities and stuff, and they have the traffic and the horns honking and all this, that, and other, people walking up down the street and, things like that. Here, trash. Here, no. We have beautification people here that actually go around and tell people they got trash right in front of them. They tell them to come pick it up. They go to their house inside and knock on their door and say, "Go pick up your trash out front." They don't play here now. Used to, they did. Tom, I think you need to go to video on how you're going to get money that you just talked about. Mark King, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to do a new style for this day and time. And I'm going to do a video, which I already have it, for the 30 to 50 to 1 rate, because so many people are asking me about that. And people ask me, said, "Are you still getting emails?" Yeah, I'm still getting emails. People ask me questions. Of course I'm getting emails. I had one yesterday, a guy from Russia. Said that he arrived here with his filipina, and there's a long story there on that one. So Marlon Music, yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I think everybody, I've been on 2 hours and 25 minutes. I was going to close this stream 20 minutes ago, and more people came on. So I want to thank everybody for spending their valuable time with me today, and God bless everybody. Thank you for always watching these videos. Thank you for the internet today. To my wonderful Lord Heavenly Father, gave me good internet today. Note, exactly, Scott Scofall. Note, yes. See ya. Thank you, Scott, Mark King, Kevin Nash, Jim and Rose. Thank you so much, Bill Pratt, Judy Fisher, Marlon Music Channel, Ron Ballard. Thank you for all the new people coming on here today. Well, not a newbies. We had at least 10 or 15 newbies coming on today. Thank you for coming on. Ephraim, thank you. Bill, Judy, John Baker, thank you. Mark King, Ron Bowden, Judy Fisher, Ephraim, my good friend, Mr. Mike Serliner, Kevin Nash, John Baker, Mark King, Mark Jones, Gary C, Gary T. Thank you, Steve D. Thank you for coming on. Arlene, thank you for coming. Ron Bowden, my good friend Ron Bowden, thank you for coming on today. Kevin Nash, Bill Pruitt, Ron Bowden, Arlene, thank you for coming on today. Steve D. Thank you, Mr. B. Mark and Ning, brother Christopher Beecham. Thank you for coming on today. Kevin Nash, JGBK, Jim and Rose. Thank you, Michelle Baban. Thank you for coming on today and spending your valuable time with us today. John Baker, Kevin Nash. Man, my nose is itching. Arlene, Scott Scofall, again, thank you. I want to thank everybody for always on our channel. So, night, God bless. Thank you for coming on. Have a great and exciting day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Little R saying bye-bye. Put your little hand out there. Look how little your hand is.
Big noise.
Yeah, big now. You're growing up too fast for daddy. You still go daddy's little girl, right? No. You're never gonna grow up, right? No. You're never gonna grow up, right?
Of course, little girl.
When I'm 80, can I always get hugs and kisses?
Yeah.
Yeah. And always 3 kisses right here every day. Always, okay?
Yeah.
Never change. Will you always do that for daddy? Right here, 3 kisses every day. What? Nothing better than that. That is the key. The children here are so wonderful. All the children. Social distancing, forget about it because the babies. They all got to say hi to Daddy Tom. So night. Yeah. Now I can go eat something for dinner. Kevin Nash said night. R said night, Kevin.
Good night, Uncle Kevin Nash.
Yeah, there you go, Uncle Kevin Nash. She asked me one day. She said, "Can I come see everyone coming?" And we'll go see Kevin Lakaya. Wouldn't it be fun?
Yeah.
I
want to see Uncle JG.
Uncle JG, and I want get Kevin to make food.
Yeah.
I want him to make some of his dishes because he's really a good cook. Uncle Kevin to make good food. You know who else is a good cook? You know who else is a good cook? Huh? Not Uncle JG. He don't know how to cook. Bill Pruitt's a good cook.
Daddy.
Yeah, Uncle JG can't cook.
Daddy, that's bad.
I know it's bad. I mean to Uncle JG, but he can't cook anything.
Bill
Pruitt can.
Pizza, though.
Yeah.
Same as me. I like pizza.
I do too. Bill Pruitt, later a good stream, Tom. Yeah, Bill Pruitt. And Bill, you know what? Bill's a great cook. Put him on the grill.
Daddy, I want some grilled.
I do too. Judy's a good cook.
Baguio food.
Yeah, Baguio food. Yeah. I think Kevin's going to Baguio. We're going to go up there and see him. And Uncle JG. Yes, Uncle JG is RR's favorite. You get him ice creams, you better believe it. Yeah, I can not cook too, Mark King said. Good night, Marlon, yes. And you know something else, R? You know what we're going to do? We'll do a fun stream today. You want to do one? Let's do one later. Let's do a fun stream. And you know what? We'll have you on it without you being on it. You know what? And you know what we do? Huh? Just put mommy in the corner and have her. All you got to just put mommy in the bedroom and you over there and me over there. Let's do a live stream, okay? We'll put like 5 devices to see if it works. Yeah. Though I can eat the food. Mark King, me too. Me too. You know what? I can. I can. And we'll get Kevin. I want Kevin to make some of like his chili. I bet he makes good chili. You know?
I want some food in America.
You want some American food? Mm-hmm. Well, you got these Americans who can really cook. They're some of the best cooks in the world, Americans.
Daddy, you cannot ship an ice cream from US here.
No, you can't. It'd be kind of hard. You can have Mark King bring one and Bill Pruitt and all when they come next time, maybe. Kevin Nash might bring some. Them. You will pay them? Yeah?
Yeah, give me ice cream.
Yeah? And you're going to pay? US. Would you need Daddy to borrow money from Daddy?
I have money.
Yeah, you have money. And where'd you get that money?
From you.
From Daddy? And why did I give it to you?
Because I'm a good girl. I don't know. I'm just making it up.
It's true because you're a good girl. And I think you're a good girl. Don't you?
I don't know. Probably.
Yeah. Do you think that that they would bring you food if they could? And snack?
Probably.
Do you think that Do you think that mom would let you have ice cream from USA? Would mommy let you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
I want to try the one you said, the bubble gum.
the bubblegum ice cream?
Yeah.
Yeah. What else you want to try with USA, Daddy said?
The one you said by your favorite with the
Butter pecan.
yeah, that one. I
Yeah.
want to try that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. Where do you think we could get those?
US.
In US. Yeah. They don't have any of that stuff here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like to have good steak from US.
Daddy, I want some gummy bear, the sour one.
Some, yeah, we don't have any of those here. Those gummy bears we got. I think it was, who was it? Was it JJ Scoot? Who was it sent us Mitch? Who was it sent us gummy bears? One of them did, didn't they? Did?
I like the one you brought here.
Yeah, the gummy bears. I brought some gummy bears, 5 pound gummy bears. Yeah, the Mikayo. What else do you like here?
I like
peanuts.
Peanut. I like peanut butter.
Yeah, you don't like American peanut butter though, do you?
No, it's horrible.
It's horrible.
I like it here because I'm born with it and it's sweet.
Yeah.
This is like a candy country.
Yeah, that's the thing about stuff here. It's too sweet, isn't it? What about the spaghettis? Why they put carnation milk in spaghettis here?
And condensed?
Yeah. Yeah, we're asking questions. Yeah, I know we're done, but Dad's asking you questions because I want to ask you questions.
Probably because
not everybody gets to hear children talk.
That's the spaghetti here in the Philippines, and I don't like the spaghetti in US because it's too bitter for me.
Too bitter. It's acidity in tomatoes. But if you have someone make it, you would love it. That knows what they're doing. Daddy's not that good at it. But what if I'm talking to my daughter, just having general conversation, we close the stream, but what if, what did you like the most when I took you to Davao and we went on our trips? But we used to go every month, and we can't go now.
Food?
Yeah, food-wise.
Burger.
A hamburger was the best?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when we went to Cebu, remember we went to the Navy place?
Navy, was Navy hamburger place, yeah. Yeah.
That one, I like there. Then French fries. The
French fries, yeah.
And then vegetables.
Yeah. Yeah. What was
the meats?
And the meats? Yes. Well, let me ask one last question. What is your best time since you've known Daddy here in the Philippines? What is the best time you ever had with Daddy here in the Philippines since you've known your daddy, since you met your daddy?
When we went to trips, we went
swimming. What is your most favorite time? I want to know your favorite.
When I met you.
Yeah. Oh, when you met Daddy. Okay. Okay, let me ask you this. Let me give you hints. I already know.
Okay.
Cebu? Boat trip?
Boat and the airplane.
7 Seas. Oh, airplane. You got to go on an airplane too.
And 7 Seas and
yeah.
The hotel we stayed in with swimming pool.
Yeah. And how many hotels you stay at swimming pools? Too many.
Yeah, because Daddy wants me to have fun.
Yes, exactly right. So we stopped going on these last year because of first fruit.
Yeah, because
first things up.
Yeah, but
because we're always going.
Yeah, because in public school, many
you have days off. Yeah, for the next 9 days, no school, public school. Okay, so that's what we did. We go swimming, right? Or we take off and go to CDO. We'll go to these other places, neat, fun places.
Yeah, and in public school, if you want to absent for many months, you can. But in first fruit, it's different.
Yeah, but Daddy wanted you to get schooling, didn't I? The most important, because you want to be a doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I want to be an actress.
You want to be an actress?
Yeah.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You can be anything you want to be. Daddy lets you be whatever you want to be.
But I want to work in Apple store so that I get to have an iPhone.
Oh, she wants to work at Apple store so she get to have an iPhone. Well, so you and Megan, her cousin wants to work at Apple so they get an iPhone because we had iPhone before. Because Daddy worked for iPhone, you want 5 of it. Yeah, I had 3 phones. I had 2 Apple phones and I had my phone, right? and they would constantly, Apple would be calling me and saying, "Did you finish
Daddy,
that project?" Yeah,
if I go to US, then I work there. Then there's Apple, the iPhone 12.
iPhone
Can
12, huh?
yeah,
Oh,
we
okay.
would we get it?
No, because I don't work for Apple anymore. And
No, if we work there.
if you work there, would you get a phone? You would, but they make you pay for it. But I work for the
Yeah.
company, and I got one for free only because I was a rep. Now, if you were a rep,
What's a rep?
out in the field rep, they give you a phone. But if you're a rep inside store, you have to pay.
Oh, then but you get money, man, because you work there, so you use the money to buy phone. Then.
Well, that's true. You would. But what about your rent? And what about all the other stuff? Would phone come first?
Yeah, then daddy pay the rest.
So phone would come first before
The rest.
the rent. So how would you eat?
Daddy?
Oh, no, daddy would.
Daddy pay.
Oh, daddy would pay. Okay, so
Even though I'm working.
even though
Or Uncle Richard.
Uncle Richard. So we can get Uncle Richard to pay. Yeah, Uncle
or
Richard.
Uncle Barry.
Uncle Barry, yeah. They would have. So that's what we would do. We'd get Uncle Richard, Uncle Barry to pay your iPhone. No, pay your food, and Daddy would buy the iPhone. No, you would buy your own iPhone. Okay. So you would, yeah. Let's get everybody else like Uncle Richard to pay, right?
Yeah, because
He has many money, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll just get
He's
him
rich.
to pay everything.
Yeah, and because Daddy's
Or Daddy, no rent. I just stay in his house.
yeah, no rent. Stay at Uncle Richard's house. All right. Let me ask you this. So you want to go to work for iPhone. You and me, Jim, want to go to work for iPhone there in US. So you get iPhone 12 or whatever. And then after you get that, what else would you do?
I want to travel. Like, I don't need to work. But you need to work, though, for money.
You do. You
But
do.
I want to travel, like from daddy's money.
Oh, Daddy's money. Oh, travel Daddy's money. Yeah?
Yeah, I want to go around the world. And
Oh,
have fun.
Daddy's money. Yeah. Well, we would, yeah, that would be fun though. You know, we could have,
I will have a nice house.
yeah.
In
Yeah.
US, then I will be like, I'm just like I will be like in the top 10 most beautiful house in the US.
Oh,
I want,
well, you couldn't have the top 10 most beautiful house, but what you'd have to do is get a job though, darling.
yeah, then that's why I want to be an actress because
You want to be an actress now. You were going to be a doctor. Now you're going to be an actress.
then
Okay.
I like to have Lamborghini.
Oh, Lamborghini. Okay. Well,
And Ferrari.
oh, and
Mustang.
Ferrari. Same. Oh, what? All three at the same time. Well, good.
Yeah.
You could have all that, but what you have to do, you have to
Work.
work. You get a job, but I can't get you to do laundry. Well, no, you did your laundry yesterday. She did her own laundry yesterday.
Daddy,
So
I do that all the
you do, yeah, okay, and you do help out here a lot. You know, I mean, you make meals, you cook, you clean up after stuff. You even clean up mommy and daddy stuff.
Daddy, what's the best work that you could make money like for 50,000 a month?
50,000 a month,
Yeah.
the best. Oh, I don't know what would be the best for that.
Or to 10,000 a month. In US.
In US, well, any kind of good field. Well, if you you could, I tell you what, just stay at Uncle JG's house and let him give you 10,000 a month.
He'd be broke.
You'd be broke. You know what you do? What you could do? There's many things you could do in US, honey. It's whatever you want to do. You can be what you want to be when you want to be it. But you can do that not in US throughout here. You can do the same here throughout the world. Now you have an uncle that graduated Harvard on your mother's side, and he was a very smart man. You could be like him. He's got PhD, PhD, and PhD. And you could do something like that. And guess what? He went on full scholarship to US on Harvard. They paid him to go to US. They actually paid his
What's his work?
What is he's got a PhD. He's a writer. He at first was in business, and he's an attorney. He's got many things that he can do. You know, you could be a doctor. You could be an attorney. I have two friends that are doctors, medical doctors, and attorneys.
In the same time?
Same time, they got 2 degrees. They can be an attorney and they be a doctor.
But
And they
it'd be so
became
easy.
attorney. The reason why they became attorneys because they needed it because of being doctoring.
But
You know what I
they're
mean?
so busy.
Yeah, they did, and they went to school and they paid off the debt, and so that's what they've been doing.
Can I be a doctor and an actress at the same time?
You can be a doctor, actress. I don't want to. So you want to be an actress because they make a lot of money and they get a lot of stuff.
Yeah, then I'll be on the TV. Then
Yeah.
like fight.
Well, you could be a doctor too. Problem is, you got to go to school for all. Acting is hard too because you got to go to school for that too. But you're a pretty good actor, though. I can tell you that. You can act pretty good now. I've seen you act. Yeah. Um. Uh, uh, uh. Yeah. So you can do pretty good acting now, right? So what do you think is the best thing? So you're thinking that you're right now as you stand at 12 years old, which you're 12 yesterday, day before yesterday. Oh, 12. Oh my goodness. 12 years old. So now you're 12 years old. What do you want to do now? You want to become an actress and a doctor,
Mhm.
and you want a Lamborghini, a Mustang, and a Ferrari.
And I want to work in iPhone too.
Okay, you want to work at iPhone too. Well, iPhone seems to be number one on your list, though.
Yeah.
Is
Kind of.
yeah. Guess who kissed her phone this morning? Loves her phone. She kissed her phone. She loves her phone more than anything else in the world, and she loves her
Me.
phone. Yeah, and she kissed her phone before she kissed her daddy, and so that should be the other way around, but that's okay. Uh, but her phone's limited now. She don't have her phone every second of every day. Mommy, daddy limit the phone because of we want her to study. Now, mommy said you got projects for school that you need to get done. Did you get that done? Did you get something for school yesterday? You got to start. School starts August 3rd, believe it or not.
I don't like school.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, look at JG saying, I'll bring her carvel cake on the plane. It can't be trusted not to eat it. Huh?
Oh, Hello Kitty gifts.
Hello Kitty gifts. Kevin Nash, you're right, my friend. M. James Bukan Queen. Yeah, exactly. Oh, Mark King asks, what did you think about flying for the first time?
I liked it. When we went up, did you hear me scream?
You did. You did
Like
scream.
I did.
Yeah, she goes like this.
I don't know why I did that.
But Tom, I heard you don't ever leave the couch. It's not true. Exactly.
Yeah.
Tell him, or do I leave the couch?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we did. We would travel a lot. A lot of times, I went to CDO, and you guys don't even know it. So a lot of times, we just don't advertise. But people are very judgmental. Boy, jealousy is rampant. I don't care. Jealousy is rampant all over, no matter what. But let me ask you this, RR. Flying, what did you think when you got on the plane? I want to know your thoughts. When you got, and you're sitting there, were you afraid?
Yeah. I was nervous. Then I'm thinking, I thought the plane was like small, but it was so big.
Yeah? Did you have fun?
And I didn't know what to do in the airport. You know?
It was kind of nerve-wracking there. Did you see all them people? It was kind of a lot of weird people
Then
in there.
I don't know what you were doing. You were running around. Let's go now. Let's go. I said, oh, we have to do.
Yeah, she didn't know. She didn't know. You got to run.
I thought you just.
No, darling. You got to go. You got to be on daddy's hips. You got to go. When daddy said go, we go. And mommy too. Mommy don't know. You need a taxi in New York. You go stand out on the corner, and you got to be careful. Don't get hit by the car fender, or you stand out in the middle of the street. Stop this taxi. I'm getting on it, right, JG? JG says Kevin says I was scared first helicopter flight. He LOL like it. She screamed like a little girl. She said, "Wolfen, good morning, sir."
Daddy screamed like a girl when he saw the snake.
I screamed like a girl when I saw the snake. It was dual control sticks. That wasn't a control stick, Wolfen. Tom, I would buy all the parts and build her an iPhone, $5 and 5S for less than $100, but 12 might be more expensive. Yeah, stop making your daughter look so good, LOL. So let me ask you this. Last question. Remember I used to do that to mommy? She didn't know what to do. She'd answer, didn't she? Tell how much is handful is your mommy?
She's handful. I'm lucky she's not my wife. She's just my mother. Because I don't like to be in her mind. She's thinking a lot, and
Could you imagine if she was my wife?
Oh, I could not imagine it.
Good thing it's Daddy's wife. It's just my mother. Daddy had to deal it for every day.
One thing, honesty from the kids, straight on, buddy. 12 years old, straight up, honestly. Yeah, your mother's sometimes handful, and you know what? She can be.
And you are too.
I'm an angel, though.
No, why?
Did I tell you my dream I had? Can I tell you my dream? I was flying. I dreamed that we made this. You know how we're doing animation now. This is my story animation. All right. Cartoon. We're gonna make a cartoon character. I dreamed my character was this big guy, right? And I have a JG, and all these guys are in my dreams. Everybody's in it. Scott, everybody, everybody's in it. And so I'm gonna list everybody's name. But anyway, my dream was this: I took a helicopter ride, and I had them all in the back of the helicopter, and we had a line like from here all the way down for miles of people that want to get on this plane going from U.S. here, and I was there picking everybody up. Right. So in my dream, I stepped out and I had this tank on the side. It was for gasoline. And I said, oh, I'll plug it in like Homer Simpson. So I go out and I climb on it and I'm plugging in. And there's actually a gas pump flying in the air with me in the helicopter. Right. So I'm pumping it in. Right. And I slip and I fall. Yeah. And I'm falling on the ground. I said, Mommy, fly the plane. So she's flying the helicopter. Now, we got all these people in this helicopter. It's this goofy dream, right?
Daddy, that's so
and
weird.
I dreamed wings popped out on my back, and I'm flying next to the helicopter. Now, get this. I'm flying, and I said, honey, that angel food cake you fed me for breakfast gave me the wings.
Daddy, that's weird.
That's weird. Angel food cake. Gigi, who says I never leave the couch and I don't dream right stuff? Angel food cake. Angel wings came out because I had angel food cake. So there you go. I flew back in the helicopter and flew everybody in. That's my dream. That's my dream. No joke. True. Honest, that was my dream. Honest, that was my dream. But I fit 1,000 people in that helicopter.
That's weird.
That's weird. Tell me about it. Yeah, in Brooklyn, you just throw rocks at taxi stop. Ross Gurley, our mouth of the babes. Yeah, I just have her here. I'm just talking to her. No more mall trips. Kids say the darndest thing. Ross, I'm telling you, I just got her talking, and I got my baby here. I never scared to get in a vehicle unless motion sickness when I was younger. I would fall asleep most of the time. That's me. I fall asleep. Good dream, LOL. I literally thought I fell off the side. I was filling it up. A gas pump's floating in the air next to the helicopter, right? And I had it. We're going to do the cartoon. We're going to do our animation. We're going to do that cartoon we're talking about, our green screen it. Anyway, and I fell, and wings popped out, and I'm flying. Angel food cake.
What was the color of your wings?
White.
Oh, so you were really an angel.
I was an angel. I was white. But they're little wings. They were only the wings were only this big, holding me up, flying in the air. Cartoon. It was cartoon. And I look like Homer Simpson. I look like Homer Simpson or the Family Guy, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then
you
you look like the little girl. Mommy looked like Marge. And anyway, that was so. And I'm going to tell you what Scoot and everybody else looked like. Judy was in there. Everybody's on there. Scott, Ronald Bowden was on there. JG, Kevin Nash, Mark King's in there. Gary C, Gary T. Everybody's in there. I even bid fishing boats to the ocean waves to make me go to sleep with Mark. That's bad. That's bad. But Tom, if you could only save me, Scooter Kevin, it would be. But Tom, you could only save me, Scooter Kevin. What would it be? It would be you, of course, number one. Kevin, it would be you, number one. Scoot, forget about it. No,
No, it's JJ.
No, I'm teasing. He said, "What would you do if you could save me, Scoot, or Kevin? Which one would you save first?"
Me, Uncle JG, and Uncle Kevin.
Which one would you save first? Would you save Kevin, Scoot, or JG? I mean,
First,
Kevin, yes, Scoot, or JG.
I'd save Uncle JG first.
I'd save Uncle Kevin.
And
you know why?
why?
He has the food.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Uncle Kevin first.
Yeah. Uncle
He has
Kevin,
the food. He makes the food, and then
Uncle JG, and then Uncle Scoot.
Uncle Scoot. Or we just may let Uncle Scoot fall to the ground.
Daddy, you still need to save him.
Oh yeah,
For
okay.
later.
Do I have to save Uncle Scoot?
Yeah.
Okay. I dreamed I was eating a giant marshmallow. Woke up, my pillow was missing. Okay, we're gone. See you guys. God bless everybody. I just had to. Bye bye. See you. Everybody have a great and a blessed day. That was fun, wasn't it, RR?